I'll tell you a funny story on that. When I was working at Penthouse, we had a dress code there because this was a high-end club. They had a dress code, no white tees. All of a sudden, I'm standing out there and I see like 12, 13 dudes come in, it's long tees. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these guys? Then I start looking and I'm like, man, I think I know that guy. I don't know him. That's Chris Webber, the Sacramento Kings that came in. And they all came in and got like $25,000 in like play money off the credit card and just let it go. But I mean, it was like that down there all the time. There was a lot of dudes that played for, Dallas that would come in. I mean, a lot of celebrities.
What's up, y'all? This is the Grind and Prosper podcast, elevated edition, episode number 5.
Yes, sir.
So we got Mr. David Brooks, owner and entrepreneur, owner of Bombshells Topless, the meme lord, makes 1,000 memes a month.
And 99 others.
So we got OT, Keys.
What's up, y'all?
And Joey McNasties. So, but,
with the clack.
Yeah, but now go ahead and just introduce yourself, let people know who you are if they don't already.
Man, my name's David Brooks, and I moved to Wichita about 17 years ago, and I own Bombshells and I own the Alibi.
And how did you get to Wichita?
Well, first, I lived in West Virginia pretty much my whole life until I was probably about 30, and then I moved to Dallas. I did that because I was going to go to chiropractic school there. I did that for about a year. I hated that shit. I got a job while I was in chiropractic school at the $1 Million Saloon. And then once I did that, I realized, this is the lane I'm going to get in. And after I did that in Dallas for about 7 or 8 years, I came up here.
So what did you do there?
Well, I mean, what I did is I got a job at the $1 Million, and then I worked my way up. When they hire you, you're just there. You're just like a guy, walk around, pick up bottles, do whatever they add. That shit lasted about 2 weeks, and they told me, hey, you used to work in restaurants. We want you to be the waitress manager. Well, they told me we want to flood the place with waitresses because the way they looked at it down there, they're paying them $213, and this is a chick sitting at every table with a customer, just talking to them while the dancers are moving around, and he's buying her drinks the whole time.
Yeah.
So this chick's generating $20-$30 an hour. They're paying her $213.
Nice. Getting free drinks.
Yeah. So they wanted as many waitresses as you could get. So I'm at $1 Million, and they're running like 5 or 6. Next thing you know, I've got like 18.
Damn.
Yeah. And I mean, it was just how you talk to people. The same thing when I then became the dance manager. If you know how to talk to people and you're like, hey, you got a sister that wants a job, your friends need a job. Hey, you're only working 3 days a week. I really need you to try to pick up another day or two. Just that constant push makes a huge difference. And I had success at every place I worked down there doing that.
And so then you decide to venture off on your own?
Yeah.
Well, I know you used to be partnered with Nick, right?
Yeah, I met him in Dallas. He was a manager at some of the clubs. I worked with him at the Penthouse Club there in Dallas. And then when
the Penthouse is now Ecstasy, right?
Correct.
Yeah, for y'all that don't know.
And that's an interesting story right there. Because when I worked there and it was the Penthouse, we had high-end customers. It was all people driving up in a Lamborghini, people that are celebrities. Everybody's coming in there. We had a helicopter pad. We had people from Bell Helicopter bringing clients in. I mean, these are people that can buy a fucking helicopter. I mean, they got money.
Yeah, for sure.
Because we're talking 8-person helicopters, not a tiny one. Yeah, but anyway, it was booming there. And the city decides, hey, we don't like having these strip clubs right here in downtown Dallas. And it was Roger Starbuck and them that were the big entrepreneurs there that wanted to just block them out of there.
Yeah.
So what they do, they start using the city with vice and attacking the clubs. Just make every prostitution case you can. Get anything you can do, pull everybody over pulling out of the lot. Anything you can do to harass this fucking club and get it gone.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, what they did is they started using the prostitution tickets. And the way that works, you don't have to have sex to get one. All you've got to do is have a discussion with an undercover cop. And if he says, hey, would you do this and this for X number of dollars? You get a ticket.
Yeah.
Okay. And I mean, they were so absurd that this dude would be like, hey, would you have sex with me for $1,000? No. Hey, if I gave you $1 million. Well, of course the chicks will, if you gave me $1 million, then they're writing her a ticket.
Get out of here.
I mean, bullshit. Just bullshit. Yeah. And what's
Anything
even,
they could find.
what the funniest part of all this is the lawyers for these clubs kept going in front of the judges down there, and they're trying to paint the picture where the club is just this cesspool of sex.
A brothel.
Sex, money, murder.
The lawyers down there pull up where the most tickets in Dallas were coming from, and it was the malls. It was like North Park Mall, which is like a nice ass mall.
Yeah.
That's the
They
one I
were
told you
all
to go
going in
to.
there and hooking up in those unisex bathrooms, a lot of gay dudes, and it was just ticket after ticket after ticket. You know what I'm saying? They were getting like 50 and 60 tickets in a day.
So they're at the wrong place, huh?
Oh, well, the lawyers basically proved, hey, if you're really wanting to stop sex in
Yeah.
public and this and that, maybe you ought to aim your sights over at the mall.
Yeah, for sure.
That's wild. They were
Yeah.
just messing around in the
So,
bathroom.
so maybe that's why I was always known for that, for like the, prideful mall, should I say?
It's crazy though, man. When I was in Dallas too, they had this mayor come in, Laura Miller, okay, and her husband used to frequent Baby Dolls Dallas.
Baby dolls, I remember that.
I mean, that's the like number one liquor sales in the state. Sometimes
It's a beauty.
That place is
Damn.
busy.
Yeah.
They run over 100 dancers every night.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's booming in there.
Yeah.
And apparently her husband liked to go in there because he was friends with the owner. So she decides she's just going to terrorize every club in town. Okay? She's got all these undercover cops going in, trying to make cases. Then they'll come back wearing ski masks and run in there when there's customers. I mean, it was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's like they were trying to bust some kind of cartel shit. And it was all because some chick said, hey, I might give you a blowjob. You know, I mean, it was just stupid.
Yeah.
But anyhow, this chick kept on and on and on until finally, like Penthouse that I worked at, it lost its license.
Mm-hmm.
Then when that happens, it just turns into what it is. I mean, it became BYOB, which means you can bring your own stuff. So then there's no policing of alcohol.
Correct.
You can stay open as late as you want to stay. So after everybody's already good and fucking drunk, they could come there.
Yeah, yeah.
Then, instead of having the high-end clientele that used to be there, it just turned into fucking crazy. I mean, like every gangbanger in town, everybody, it was
Correct.
wild there. And then
Correct.
they started having people getting killed in the parking lot. And
Still
they had
to
that security guy kill somebody. I mean, just crazy shit,
Yeah.
that.
That'll make it hard to even get
Yeah, I
security
remember
with stuff like that happening.
because we went there when it first became ecstasy a long time ago. That's why I tell them I laugh now because all these people that do it now, they're like, they think that's the coolest thing ever. Like, dude, ecstasy's been ecstasy for fucking 20 plus years now. Like, I mean, I think it's been like 15,
wanna
20
say-
years.
It
now.
was fun down there,
I
though.
want to say it was 2005 because I was
Yeah.
there.
Yeah,
I left, and then they lost the license right after that.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, so, almost 20 years
Yeah.
that's been there. It's been 15 years ago that we used to go all the time.
Oh, man.
Here in like 10
When I was working there.
I think we were even under
turn it
21
on,
when
like
we
10
first started going
minutes
to, because, I was already doing what I was doing at 18. They used to make white tees, tall ass white tees at the clubs back then, at strip clubs or just any clubs back then. With if you're underage, you had to wear long ass white tees, so they knew you were underage.
Oh man,
Everyone
a lot
has
of places want
They
to
don't do that
ban
no
shirts
more,
like
but they
plain white
used to
tees.
do that back in the day.
I'll
Everyone
tell you a
wore
funny
white
story
tees.
on that. When I was working at Penthouse, we had a dress code there. They were pretty, because this was a high-end club.
Yeah.
And they had a dress code, no white tees at that one.
Yeah.
Okay. All of a sudden, I'm standing out there and I see like 12, 13 dudes come in, big ass long tees. I'm like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these guys?
Right.
Then I start looking and I'm like, man, I think I know that guy. And then I'm like, I don't know him. That's fucking Chris Webber.
Oh shit!
Okay, it was the Kings. It was the
Yeah.
Sacramento Kings that
Sacramento
came
Kings.
in. And then I realized it's all maybe all these dudes are coming in, and I'm like, well, god damn, no wonder they let all y'all in. And they all came in and got like $25,000 in like play money off
Yeah.
the credit card
Yeah.
and just
Don't
let it go.
around.
Man,
But I mean, it was like that down there all the time. There was a lot of dudes that played for, Dallas that would come in.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, a lot of celebrities.
Yeah. I'm sure nowadays it's hard for them to do that because the way the clubs are there nowadays.
Well, I think with social media too,
Yeah.
everybody can, like, if the guy walks in the building, everybody's got him on camera.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? It's just
sure.
different.
Yeah.
some people don't like that stuff,
No, not at all. Like for instance, when I worked at the clubhouse, they would always have whatever rock bands were in town at the time would come in there with Pantera, if Pantera was in town.
Oh man,
And you would have a lot of other like celebrities and I guess people that kind of mingled in that circle, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They would come through too. And they didn't mind to be like, hey, how you doing to a few people, but then they just wanted to be in there.
Yeah.
They don't want to take pictures all night.
Yeah, sure.
You
Yeah.
can't blame them.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not being paid to be there.
yeah, and they're there to have fun.
Yeah.
So then, what brought you to Wichita?
What happened is down there, the Penthouse closed down. I had to go to a different club. And that's when I was like, hey, I got to find my own club. I got to I don't need to keep being at the mercy of these clubs, whether it's they're getting in trouble or somebody. It's very political in these clubs too. What you've got, most of the guys in there are not in there like me, who was, hey, I want to learn how to do this, make some money for myself with my own place.
Right.
Most of the dudes in there are like, hey, I like to hang out with strippers. I like to fight. There's a lot of drugs in here. This is a good spot. Which, hey, that's cool. If that's what the lane, you don't give a fuck. Hey, no problem. I mean, I got a lot of friends from down there still probably doing the same shit. You know what I mean?
Man,
But
I got friends like that.
I went in there looking at it like a business
Some
opportunity.
rowdy ones.
I went in there for like training, basically.
Yeah.
This is how I approached it.
Yeah, I think everyone should approach it, no matter what job you do. If you're gonna, if that's gonna be your job, I mean, I think everyone should plan to get to the top.
If you're gonna hang around
and
in a
not
job,
necessarily the
ins and
top,
outs.
but climb the ladder in some way, some form where you're gonna learn and you're gonna progress. I mean, because Lord knows, I mean, everyone knows that nowadays some young kids they just want to check. You know what I'm saying? They don't care to learn anything or progress in their job or just in life in general. But
you have to bring something to the table. That's the whole thing. If you don't have some kind of skill or knowledge, then why is somebody paying you a bunch of money? Like, what do you expect?
Yeah, for sure. Like, if you started, like they said in strip club at the ball on me, look at you now. Yeah, it took years, but hell, you did it the right way. You fucking worked.
Yeah, I played all the positions.
Yeah.
I learned how the game works, and I was lucky because I changed clubs a few times, and at each club they did some stuff different.
Yeah.
So each time I was like, okay, I like this better.
Correct.
This
This
fucking
works
crazy.
better.
I don't know why we're doing this.
Yeah.
And then when I came up to Wichita, really I modeled a lot of it off baby dolls, because the old baby dolls, when they didn't have the new, was a shithole. I mean, it was a lot like my club. It was just bigger. And I mean, it was blue collar. I mean, it wasn't like fancy. They didn't have a fucking chef like these other clubs. It wasn't that shit. It was just blue collar, busy as fuck, everybody having a good time. Not a lot of rules. Basically they let the same thing happen I do. The dancer sets the rules. Hey, if you don't want touched, tell the guy. If you're letting him rub all over you for free, let it happen. I'm not going to police that shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
It's your body.
I mean, I leave all that up to them.
No, yeah,
Like however they want to run their program up there.
I think it makes it easier for you to run it that way. Because
It
you don't
keeps
have to worry about policing them if you say, this is the policy, this is the rule, no this and that.
Well, what I always tell people, these are females that have been in trouble their whole life. This is the chick that got kicked off the bus and couldn't be on it. This is the chick that was pregnant by the time she was in ninth grade. I mean, this is the chick that stayed at ISS because she fought everybody. I mean, that's who's there.
Hey, you might have some problems after that.
I mean, no, I'll tell them all. I mean, they know it.
Yeah.
They know. They've told me this shit.
That's funny as hell.
Like, damn,
I'm not judging them, but I mean, that's who they were.
Yeah.
And I mean, even like people here in town that girls I've hung out with and stuff, to be like, oh my God, I know her from school. She did this.
Yeah.
I mean, it is what it is. And the thing is, the strip club actually plays a place for women, I think. And I know that probably sounds fucking crazy, and there's people hearing that thinking that's the most sexist, worst thing you could say.
Yeah.
But there's chicks out there that are not going to work a 9-to-5 job. They're going to fuck that up somehow. They're going to come late. They're not ever going to have a ride. They're going to not have a babysitter half the time. And this chick is not going to keep a regular job.
Yeah.
What we offer is, hey, bounce in a couple times a week. Set your own schedule. If you disappear for 2 weeks and then turn back up, no big deal. Get on stage. I mean, it's a different deal.
Yeah.
And it's the same. And this is crazy too. The state of Texas a few years ago passed this rule where they wanted $5 for every person I let in the club. Like it's just a special tax for strip clubs. Okay. Then the way they based it was they said we're gonna give this money to battered women. And I'm thinking, why would you take money from me to give to battered women when everybody in my club is a battered woman? Because, I mean, if you really think about it, though.
Now, they have been through a lot when you talk to them.
Yeah. I mean, like, think about it this way. A chick's got a job, like, over at Blue Cross Blue Shield. Her dude shows up over there and shows his ass. He's leaving. She's gone. Yeah. It's done. My place.
Your place.
He's probably rolling down the steps. She's still at work. On to the next day. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it really... The irony of telling me I owe battered women money when I've got a staff of battered women makes no sense whatsoever.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just ass backward, but it's the way they present things to society. Because off the surface, oh, that's sexual. Oh, that's women that work there. All those girls were just shoved into that. No.
Yeah.
A lot of these chicks, worked their way right down to that. Okay, I mean they had other jobs. Well, I mean, think about it though. Nobody, and I'm not trying to just beat these chicks down, but it is what it is. Nobody just walked out from high school and
True
said,
capitalism.
You know what? I could go to college, I could go work over here, but man, let me just go grind on this dude for money.
Yeah.
You know, he's a stranger, he's old, I'm not attracted to him, but I'm just going to get all over him.
Yeah, I bet.
I mean, you got to have a special mindset to do that.
Yeah.
And that's who's there.
What do you think about the guys that's like, she likes me and goes to the ATM?
Yeah.
Hey, listen.
I know you.
God bless that guy. God, hey, I'll tell you something about the strip club. It's funny. Most of these dudes are just lonely. People think the strip club is about sex, and I'm being honest with you, it's really not.
It's a lot of talk.
Dudes come in there wanting sex. Don't get me wrong.
No.
But a lot of the regular guy, the guy that comes to the club all the time, that guy comes because really he just wants somebody to talk to. And sitting down at somebody else's spot, it ain't happening. But at mine, where it's financially motivated for her to come over and, hey, how you doing, Steve? What's going on? You know, then Steve
paid
gets
for
some
the time.
attention.
He's like, oh, the wife's a bitch.
Hey,
Yeah.
what's funny too, these guys will come in and they'll vent, and these chicks will match them with every story. They'll have, oh God, guess what's going on in my life? You know, and they'll sit there and tell all kinds of lies and make it sound like they're a victim.
Yeah.
And, hey, whatever. I mean, I look at it like, if you can't figure that out in a few minutes, well then whatever.
He said, when you gonna kick your baby daddy to the
Some of your
curb? They're like,
customers might be
gosh.
mad.
He said, here. He
They're
said,
like, fuck you, David.
They was talking about me, man.
Hey, some of David's customers are gonna be like, fuck you, David. That's how you feel.
Nah,
Yeah, so-
I'm,
so
I'm,
what-
not, I'm talking about people
Nah,
in Dallas.
I know. Yeah, I know.
Nobody up here does this.
Yeah, no,
Or
not
the
at all.
dancers.
Not at all.
I'm talking about dancers and customers in Dallas.
I've never seen it up here.
So what year did you get here?
I got up here in 2007.
2007.
Yeah, and that club, it's funny. It had sat there for a couple of years empty.
Yeah, there used to be
Nobody even
Caesar's
wanted to touch
Cabaret.
it. Yeah.
Oh, that was another club.
I
he said, you
went
saw a
there-
gold mine.
I went to Caesar's Cabaret when I was
Kinda.
16 years old. 16 years old.
what kind of club
I
was
went
that?
there. And it continued to.
Well, what
Pretty
kind
much.
of club was it?
Because it was a strip club.
Oh,
It
okay.
had been a strip club at like 5 maybe
Oh, so
times
it's
ahead.
his destiny.
Real quick, so there can't be no other strip club here, right?
The
In
way
city
Wichita
limits?
Falls, the way Wichita
Yeah.
Falls does it is they've got certain buildings that are already zoned to be strip clubs. They used to have like 15 strip clubs here.
Yeah.
And one by one, as those places shut down, they lost their like grandfather
They rezoned
status.
them, yeah.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden they rezoned them as just regular. I got very, very lucky because of when I got mine, it was just mine and Maximus. That's all it qualified. I went to it and I'm like, hey, this building sitting behind me is never going to be open ever again unless you let me use it as a strip club. Why don't you let me create some jobs? Go ahead and use it since it's sitting here instead of having just another empty building on Scott Street. Shockingly, they said, okay. Now, when I look back on that, I'm like, man, that was like hitting the lotto.
Yeah.
I can't believe it because I didn't
Yeah,
know
agree.
anybody. I didn't bribe anybody. It wasn't like I went to high school with somebody that's on it. You know, I didn't know any of these dudes.
Yeah.
And they were just like, yeah, we'll let you do it.
That's a question. What's your relationship with like local officials and stuff like that? Like,
Man, I'll be honest with you. I don't know most of them. The only dealings I've really had was with TABC and how they've changed over the years. Like some of the dudes that used to be there were probably as corrupt as you could be. I mean, these are guys that would love to have been a dirty cop, but they couldn't pass the shit to be a cop. So they were just a dirty TABC agent.
hey, this is just for the YouTube people. Just explain what TABC is and what
That's
they
the
do.
Texas Alcoholic Beverage Commission. And they regulate all the alcohol sales in the state of Texas. And basically what they get to do is they get to tax you and then they get to come write you tickets just for, you know, to let you know, hey, we're here to tax you. They do nothing of benefit for anyone. The only thing I could say, the only purpose they serve on my end is they don't let somebody else just open up across the street without at least having to jump through some hoops. So there is some regulation on that. But otherwise, man, they're just there to write tickets and harass you.
How many good sting operations have you seen?
Dude, they took our license.
And what do they do?
But let me tell you this story. This is a good one. Okay, there's a girl working at Maximus. She gets busted for trying to move some drugs. I think she starts trying to make a deal with somebody here downtown with the undercovers. Maximus gets involved. They're already bribing TABC, a certain agent that was there at the time. He's gone now. Okay. Anyway, they're bribing this guy. He manages to get in the middle of it and tells the undercovers and all this, hey, I've got an idea. I think this Bombshells, or not Bombshells, it was Texas Showgirls. I think Texas Showgirls is the dirtiest club in town. We need to send this girl over there and let her make a case. Yeah. So she comes over as a customer. The guy that was an undercover cop that had already busted her comes again. They have some kind of like transaction or deal.
So they do the deal with each other.
Verbally. Nothing exchanges. No drugs, no money. Just this chick as a customer talking to this dude as a customer. Next thing I know, they're telling me I'm losing my license over this shit.
Because they did a deal there.
She wasn't working for me.
She wasn't working for you. He wasn't working for you.
No, they knew this chick worked at Maximus. She'd already got busted like a month ahead of this at Maximus doing this. And they took all that from Maximus and just threw it in my lap. And we lost the license for like 2.5 years. The way that works, once you lose it, you go in front of it's a TABC judge. You don't have a jury. You don't go in front of a local judge. You go down to Dallas or Fort Worth, and you go in front of the TABC judge, who basically has already made a decision as soon as he looked at the paper. Yeah, that's done. He doesn't give a fuck what you have to say, what the evidence, your witnesses, nothing. It's, TABC says this. I tend to agree with TABC since I'm a TABC judge.
Yeah, so they kind of govern themselves.
It's police most themselves. Corrupt. Yeah, there's no accountability.
Yeah,
what happens.
So they could fuck you over and no one's going to say anything
Correct.
about it.
They probably have their favorites and stuff. Like
absolutely. So then we lose the license. We're still busy because this is back when the economy's still good. This is like 8-9 years ago. It's busy. All right. I think the TABC felt frustrated because they had already been paid basically to put me out of business. So then they come and try to start harassing me, even though they don't harass any other BYOB club in the state of Texas. They started coming to mine trying to make cases saying we were selling alcohol without a license. The whole thing is they have to catch me doing that or the other guy I was business partners with. Well, we know the laws. We know we're not allowed to sell alcohol without a license. If some bartender happens to do it because she wants to try to make some extra money, how's that on me? And a jury here in Wichita understood that fact, and I got cleared of everything in about 30 minutes once we finally had that hearing.
Nice.
Yeah, so after like two years of being BYOB, I went in front of them, won my case, got the license back, and I've had the license in my name ever since.
Man, I'm glad to hear.
Yeah.
They say I like to go there, say every now and again, say pop my head.
Well, man, the thing that's crazy, the system's so corrupt, though. Like, just because somebody's my competitor and he's been here 20-some years, you don't get to just bribe everybody and keep everybody out.
That's another question that everybody wants to know. Did you spray paint the building?
Did you do it?
For the record. Man. Hey, listen. All I know is I'm driving to work one day and I see that. And I about die laughing. And I posted it because how could I not? I mean, how could I mean, that's gold.
Yeah.
I'm already over there. I'm already laughing because nothing in this town got damaged except their spot. We lost the Little Caesars and their spot.
Yeah.
That's what left. Yeah. And that shit to me was hilarious. So,
hey,
I mean, if somebody did get put up to painting that, I'm not aware.
Yeah. It is what it is at this point, right?
They said, did you cause the downburst?
I mean, you even caused, for all we know, you're the one that caused a tornado.
Hey, listen, I lost my sign in that. I mean, it was bad. The weather, the way it did, it came right down through. It hit them. It came to us and then kind of swooped down like going toward the water hole and down that way.
Yeah.
It was weird how it kind of made an L. Man, a bunch of people lost signs and shit. The fact that they lost a roof, it is what it is.
So you should have had a sturdier building.
Your fault, but it's funny.
What Texas Showgirls was famous though, wasn't it? It was on what? Touch Point?
Yep.
Yeah, what
because
happened
of
with
the
that?
sign.
Did you make that sign?
My business partner, who Greek is his first language and English is his second, did that. And it was hilarious. And we just left it. And then that was that. Next thing I know, somebody sends it into Tosh and
went viral.
Yeah, that was my.
How'd you feel when it got sent to you?
Because I was tripping out.
How'd you feel when they sent that to you that you were on there?
Oh, Tosh?
Yeah.
I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny as hell.
I mean, the odds
was
of that.
it random?
Yeah, we could have sent them shit 100 times and never made it. And then just randomly it's on there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did the sign say?
What did it say?
Something about being the cheapest strip club in
Yeah.
Oh, the cheapest girls in town.
No, it was cheapest clubs. It was talking about drinks.
Yeah.
But it was yeah.
Yeah, because when I seen it, I was like, no fucking way. I was like, no, strip club. I was tripping out. Like,
hey, Dustin Broadhurst said, do the girls know how to make sandwiches there?
They learned during COVID.
They had shit.
Damn.
I had to buy $1,000 license from TABC to
'cause you had
serve
to get the food
food
out.
during COVID. So I went to 7-Eleven. Well, the first thing I did, the first couple nights, I had an ice cream truck outside that I got from Trey Jones. I had him put an ice cream truck outside. Basically, that was just me saying, fuck you to them for that. Then they kept asking, well, what are you going to do about that? So I went and got some sandwiches at 7-Eleven, put those in a cooler, and that's what we did during COVID to be compliant.
Yeah, to
that
be
way everybody
compliant
was
and
safe from
be able to
COVID
open.
because we had the ability to have a pre-wrapped sandwich.
Yeah, I remember everybody was doing
There's
that.
forgot
loopholes
about
to
that.
everything. Isn't there? There's loopholes to everything.
Yeah.
They were even letting people deliver alcohol to the cars. Because people were like, man,
Yeah, you should have did like a drive-through strip club, and then put plastic bags up and let guys drive through and get their rocks
There's a
off.
lot of things here I would have probably tried or done, but because we've just stayed into it with TABC up until about maybe 5 years ago. After that, the guy that gave me so much trouble retired, basically because we had written so many letters complaining about him to the state. And
just on
one
his
thing that
ass.
happened right ahead of me getting my license back is one of the main people at TABC down in Austin got caught embezzling a bunch of money and going on trips. There was a whole bunch of internal investigation that focused on them. And then I think that just kind of trickled down. So if you're a field agent out in the middle of Wichita Falls and you're being accused of corruption, well, guess what, buddy? Time to
They're on
retire.
your ass.
Yeah, because we already got too much of this being said already right here. So you could just probably put that retirement in.
they might come
go
here
ahead.
for us.
Go ahead and
Hey,
resign.
both the guys that went against me on this shit, both their asses retired immediately after.
Damn.
Should tell you something, right?
Yeah.
They
But
probably made a lot
you
of
know,
money.
You go to a hearing and you outright lie about somebody. I mean, you're in the wrong. You're supposed to be a cop.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm paying taxes to you guys specifically, just to you, because you're supposed to be here to regulate my business.
They did
and
you
you're
like training
terrorizing
day.
me.
They're like, sorry, David, I need this more than you.
What's fucked up about all of it? I just wish if they were going to take bribes, they would have came to me and said, "Hey, man, the guy over here gives us this much. What
Made
do
it
you
fair."
got?" I was never even offered the opportunity to pay in.
Yeah.
I mean that's fucked up.
He should give you fair game.
Paying tithes to the
Like, hey, look,
church.
Dave, I'm just gonna be honest with you. I mean, he was smart. He would have, because that's how you get more money. I mean, hey, this guy, he could even bump it up. Say, hey, this guy's brought me this much money. Up to 5,000. You're gonna probably be like, oh, well, I'll match you, or hey, not.
So at least I would at least like to have been offered.
Yeah,
Instead, I
exactly.
just got told, "Hey, we're gonna put you out of business."
Yeah.
You're out of here, buddy.
Yeah.
But of course, someone probably had a certain picture painted of you already.
The good thing is the BYOB stuff is so wide open and it's so tough for them to regulate it. That's a huge loophole.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Because even if they come in and they take my license, whatever they do, I can be BYOB. I can aggravate the fuck out of them. I can stay open as late as I want to. I can, you can let a lot go on and they can't do anything.
And they know that, so of course they'd rather you have your license so they can make the money off yourselves.
No, that's
it was
true.
just like when they took Birdland's license.
Yeah.
What did that accomplish? You made it 1,000 times worse.
Yeah, worse.
Even in Dallas.
Yeah.
The Penthouse, you took their license. You turned it into killing fields. I mean, just terrible after that. It went from limousines and Lamborghinis to, hey, let's shoot it out every
To
weekend.
ambulances
Yeah, it's
and
the same
fire
shit.
trucks and
I mean,
they should just keep it where they can regulate it
It makes no sense.
and make money
because,
off of
because
it.
they make money. That's what I said. That's why with David, they probably just gave his license back quickly. Like you said, it took only 30 minutes when you talked to them here because they're like, hey, we need this guy's money. Like, we're losing a lot of the money.
I mean, it's
No,
crazy.
sure.
What actually happened with me getting my license back was even after that hearing, I still didn't have it back. And the guy here in town's just bullshitting. No, I don't know where it's at. I think it's here. I think it's there. We were friends with the guy that was a retired Dallas cop that used to do the polygraphs at all the clubs. We brought him in as a business partner on paper.
Oh,
And then had him start pushing on TABC down there. And once he showed up at Arlington office with one of the news stations, and they were like, hey, we're here to talk about corruption. And that was right when all that was going on. Amazingly, the guy here in town, found my license like 2 days later and we got it.
damn.
Yeah,
It's crazy how things work when you show up with the news.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it always is.
That's just the length that we went to, though, to get this thing back and how much shit they gave us trying to resist it. I guess, once you've been paid, you've been paid. So,
Correct, yeah.
That's the
It was
type of
about damn
journal.
time.
That's the type of journalism we need to do. Investigative journalism. If we would have been around when that was happening, we would have pulled up cameras right here They said, we want to talk about the shit the people want to know.
Like, tell us what's going on.
They said, tell us now. They said, we need to
We
know.
can go next door, right? If we had to.
Oh, yeah. No, how do you deal with like so you came all the way from like Arlington, Dallas, and you come here to Wichita? Like how do you stay in business here? And the
I'll
income's
be
different.
honest with you, man. I was just lucky enough that I had already trained in Dallas and knew how to do this business. And I feel like anything you try to open, you've got to work in it and know what's going on. Like, I'm not just going to open a dry cleaner, and I've never worked one day at a dry cleaner's because you're at somebody else's mercy. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know what's going on or how anything works or even know the business, then how the hell are you going to own that and run it?
Yeah.
You know, so I'd already, luckily me and the other guy had years and years of experience, worked at a bunch of places, had a pretty good game plan when we came up here as far as, you know, and then once we got here, we realized, okay, this is Wichita. They're not going to pay for this. They will pay for that. And we structured everything to go in that lane.
So where was Nick was from Dallas too then?
I met him in Dallas. He's originally from Greece.
Greece, okay.
But he moved here when he was like 18.
Couldn't remember if he was Russian.
Yeah, he came here and went to college and just stayed.
Man, y'all are crazy to just up and just
So
go
how
to
long
Wichita.
ago, when was it that I first met you and when we used to hang out over there?
Man, I want to say you were in there in like 2008,
Yeah,
2007.
Yeah.
Is it a good year?
Old head. Nah.
Yeah,
I
man.
got to tell a good
Nah, I'm
story,
catching
but I'll
up.
leave that.
Yeah, man, go ahead, man. Hey, go ahead.
Strip
tell the
club
good story,
veteran.
man.
He's a yeah, those were back in the day.
Man, back in the day, we talk about all the time, man. Those are some good times. Do you remember though? I remember the pimp they used to bring to his girls. That guy,
Brad?
was that his name?
Yeah.
Remember the black guy that?
Yeah, Brad.
He had
He's
one
in
house.
federal,
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he's in federal prison.
Yeah, he's in federal prison right now. And as a matter of fact, he'll still try to call me sometimes. I don't really chat it up with him.
What's going on out there?
Yeah.
He said, how's the club doing?
He's got a whole bunch of other stuff going on with his stuff that I don't know if he'll ever really be back in town.
Yeah.
But
I do remember I think it was when the after hours first started too. He used to bring a group of girls and they used to put on shows, you know, like some crazy shows with each other. And like,
Yeah.
oh no, that's a different guy. That guy wasn't so much. Okay.
So you
That
did
guy,
Abby Brad.
No. You're talking about Big Wheel.
Yes.
Okay,
that's
now
his
he
name.
was a promoter
Yes.
from down in the Metroplex.
Correct.
And he had a crew of chicks.
Promoter, y'all.
Yeah, he had
Wrong guy.
he had a crew
Promoter.
of chicks, like 6 or 7. He'd throw them in a van. They'd
Yeah.
basically come to your house, a bachelor party, my club.
Yeah, like room raiders.
They would just get down. I mean, like, back when it was ecstasy, I remember they were like, hey, we're going to have a show. And all it basically was, you'd have 2 or 3 chicks on stage at a time.
Correct.
Dildo that long, you know. I mean, yeah, man, but they, you
That
know,
was on some freaky
they're just,
shit.
They're just,
Yeah,
you know,
they were.
Hey,
playing
he wants
around doing
that.
some shit. I mean, it wasn't like full on a sex show.
Yeah.
But it was like letting you know what's up.
Yes, correct.
And it was extremely popular with the black community at the time.
yeah, it was. It was.
Okay, because he was bringing a bunch of girls from Dallas for
That
the
no one
work.
knew.
Nobody knew them. A bunch of different chicks. Those chicks were about it. So
Yeah.
everybody had a good time with that.
Justin Reed said, y'all going to jail.
Yeah,
I ain't
man.
gonna say who, but yeah, I remember people
Well,
up
I'm
there.
sure we can tell some Justin Reed stories.
Hey, I remember.
Yeah.
I remember people up there, you know, throwing one of the homies. It was up there, and somebody else was up there throwing money. I ain't gonna say who, but you know.
Yeah, MC, man. Those were the days, man. Those are some good old times back then.
Yeah, because homeboy had the mic and he's like, yeah, come on, y'all two come up here, and he was like, sure enough. Well, you know, MC was up there,
Hey, so y'all sound like y'all went to a donkey show.
bro.
Hey, y'all was on some freaky shit back in the
It was
day.
about close. Hey, man, I'll tell you, man. That
You was a freak.
People don't know. I mean,
Them girls
back
was
then,
wild,
I mean,
bro.
but really, though, I'll tell everybody. For me, a strip club is just a club. I mean, it's just you go hang
Yeah.
out.
I
you
do it for
chill.
sport.
I feel
you know.
like 80 to 90% of my customers are regular customers. And they just happen to be in there because everybody else is.
Yeah,
In Dallas, it's the opposite. In Dallas, you probably got 90% of dudes in there on a mission. They want to talk to that girl. They've got
I love her.
certain ones they want to meet. Yeah. And they're there for that. They're not bringing friends. They're not in a group. And then you got
Everybody
about
says something.
10% that are just out. You know, I
for a
mean,
good
just a bunch
time.
of guys that are
Partying.
out and they're hitting different places and they might bounce in there. But in Dallas, it's probably 90% the same guys all the time. And
Chasing the same
and the good thing is when you get that girl to work there, she brings that guy or another couple guys like him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So all of a
Right.
sudden, that's what happened when I went to Penthouse. Penthouse, when I got there, was very slow. They were running about 30 girls a night. I got that up to 90 to almost 100 every night. That is all the difference in the world in the strip club, because if you've got that many females in the building, then it's going to attract that many extra guys, and then it's going to be packed, and then everybody that drives by is going to be like, damn, what's going on over there? I want to go there too. Yeah. I mean, it feeds itself. Once you get busy, it just feeds itself.
And then the guys feel like they're getting played.
You know what we got to invest in next?
You don't got to promote. You know what I mean? There's a line out front. Everybody knows what's up.
It sells itself. Yeah. Just like a dope house. Yeah. You know?
They go like that. They said,
we don't know.
They said everybody gets play here. They said there's a girl for everyone.
But more girls are better, right?
Yeah, it really is.
The ratio.
Now, I'll tell you something that's different though. Like
different ethnicities.
You have to be in an area that has the money to do that though.
Yeah.
Wichita, what I noticed, I got the number up to about 20. Like there would be Friday nights, I'd have like 18, 20 girls. Wichita's not ready for that.
He said the
Wichita
economy.
does not
they
have,
won't spend the money.
well, and it's because I've got 90% of the dudes in there just hanging out. And that other 10% cannot go beyond, a certain level. I understand.
And they complain about the drinks, and they're already cheap as it is. I mean,
listen.
You said,
that's
"Hey,
why
baby,
my sign
I
said
get
we're the
it."
cheapest club in Texas.
yeah, and they're probably still
because
bitching.
we
Like,
really were. We probably, honest to God, have always had the lowest drink prices for a strip club.
You've always had deals for sure.
Yeah, because I realized who I was playing to, and I knew some people need that, and I get that.
Yeah.
They're on a budget. I mean, fuck, everybody is now.
Yeah.
So.
Well, one more question though. How do you feel about people saying that you fill the bottles up with other liquor? Because people try to say that, like, because you sell them so cheap.
I don't know where that started at. I'm guessing back when, like, we fired somebody years and years ago.
Just pissed off, huh?
That just got alleged. I don't know if I will tell you where I think some of it comes from. The Haystack will serve you 3 ounces of liquor and act like it's a shot. Okay? And then when I serve you 1 ounce of liquor and say it's a shot,
you're like,
because it is legally.
Yeah, legally, yeah.
I mean, that's really the law. You're not supposed to serve unless you call it a double, or you're not even supposed to serve a triple. But anyway, that's that. You know what I'm saying?
that's that.
Because these
that's
people,
the bottom line.
Listen though, these people have been so used to going to other places like the Haystack and getting just way overserved that the drink does taste funny to them because it's got a third as much liquor in it. And that's where I really think a lot of that comes from.
This shit
As
back.
far as filling up bottles, man.
Because you heard that people post, like, when they get mad at you, though, I feel like.
Listen, when they're mad at me, I'm either racist or I filled up a bottle.
Right, you catered a little bit to everybody.
I heard that for a little bit. They said Dave is racist.
I'm going to tell you what happens with that. Okay? At one time, everybody that worked for me and most of my customers were all black. Okay? It would have been very difficult for me to be racist in those times. I don't understand where that. But some people, when you tell them what they don't want to hear, that's their go-to.
They said, they said you're cut off, man. They said you're acting
as far
ass.
as anybody, if anybody could actually share an event or a story of when I actually did something that was actually right, I would love to hear that myself.
Yeah,
but I've always been all about money. I
Yeah.
don't give a fuck who's in that club as long as they're acting right.
That's what
if
I
they're
give you.
spending money.
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck who's there.
You always
It's just your face.
as long as I
It's
met
just
you.
your face whenever I'm drunk. It's too serious. And I said,
Well, that's
damn.
because I got to watch all y'all.
Nah, you do be stressed.
Now, I will tell you this.
You
as
do
far
be
as the
stressed when you
racial
go in
stuff.
that door.
I grew up in West Virginia, okay? There were hardly any black people where I grew up. Very few. I graduated with maybe like 5, okay? No big deal. Growing up, everybody I ever fucking disliked was also white. So I didn't grow up racist.
West Virginia
I just grew up
a weird
like,
place.
fuck him, you're cool. And that was the end of it because there was there were no Mexicans at all.
Not
Oh,
that
you
much.
don't make it up that far.
So, I mean, it was just, that was it.
I feel like Weirton and stuff, Weirton, West Virginia, and like Northern is where like most of the black people live. Like close to the PA and Ohio.
That's a suburb of Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
It's different up there. But
Yeah.
like, yeah.
No, that's
okay,
I've been
well,
there.
I'm telling you about it.
I've been to
Weird.
Weirton. Yeah. No. But I'm telling them they've never been up there. It's a weird state, right?
It's different. Is it? You know
That's
what?
real hillbillies.
Up there, and where you're at up there, that's closer to like steel mills and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you go southern, it's more coal mines. And it's just kind of and it really is
Some
straight up-
moonshiners.
It really is hillbilly shit down there
Backwoods.
where I'm from. Like my high school was the Man High Hillbillies.
Oh.
I mean,
But that's moonshine country though. Like that's where all
What was
that.
the logo?
now it's funny though. They
Mason
used
jar.
the billy goat. They used the billy goat. They didn't use an actual.
God.
You know what I'm saying? But
They could have put a mason jar or something.
I mean, like WVU, they use a mountaineer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, which is basically looks like a hillbilly. So
You know what? I never thought about that. What a mountaineer was. I was just like, I know a lot of people up there like that team, and it's a fucking hillbilly. It's a fucking hillbilly.
you know why they like it? It's really the only college there.
Yeah.
True.
I mean, the state's small though.
They said we got something.
There's more people in Dallas than there is in the whole state of West Virginia.
Wow.
Man.
Yeah,
And they have one of the highest poverty rates and stuff there, too.
Yeah, it's all
Why'd you
rural.
leave there?
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Why'd you leave home?
Oh man, nothing
He just
going
told
on
you.
there.
Right, on the job.
He
He
just
just
told you how
told-
small it was.
The town I grew up in was about the size of Henrietta. Okay, it's only gotten smaller since I left. Okay, I mean the whole state.
All the
is just
industries
drying
are like jobs.
What they did is the two things. It's always been coal mining there. Okay.
Oh,
And the
man.
coal industry changed, and they've done everything they could to kill the coal industry. And at the same time, the coal industry went big on the unions. So then, when everybody there was union, nobody else wanted to come open up anything because they were like, they don't want to fuck with the union stuff. If you're a
Yeah.
business owner. So basically, it was like double edged. It just, you know what I mean? The mining was a blessing.
The
but it
unions
also
can be
really
cutthroat
fucked
too, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. So it just the whole state now is fucked.
They got a question in the comments. They say, how do you find new girls and how do you target girls in the adult entertainment industry and what is the interview process?
Target. That's a
As far as in Wichita Falls, I'm just happy if anybody walks in and says, hey, I'd love to work here. If somebody comes in and she wants to keep getting on stage, well, one of us will mention to her, hey, if you're interested in dancing, once you come back, this is all you got to do.
You're talking about the girls that are like,
Yeah, 'cause
hey.
I used to have amateur night, right?
We've tried amateur night. We've tried all this stuff.
They don't take it serious?
What's funny, the first year we were open, we had so few girls. We basically survived off audience participation. Chicks in the crowd getting up there that just came into,
drunk.
and good looking chicks sometimes. And everybody was just like, fuck yeah, and loved it. And that we made it with that. Then over time, we got to where we had a little bit of a dance crew and we're, established.
Yeah, because you also, since you worked in Dallas, you had some girls coming from Dallas area too, right?
In the beginning, I did have that too, but it was tough to get them up here because there just wasn't Dallas
There
money.
wasn't money. Yeah,
Right.
there
I mean, hey,
They're
don't you
used
drive
to-
up here 2 hours and make less money?
There's no
That's a tough
obligation.
sell.
Exactly.
And and I can't just pay out of pocket to get chicks up here. That financially doesn't work.
Yeah,
I mean, everybody I ever
can't
had
lose.
came up here just came as a favor because I knew them from Dallas, and they were just like, "Yeah, I'll try it. Why? Why not?"
Yeah.
But after a couple years, that fizzled out.
Yeah, it sure did.
They're like, fuck this crowd.
Well, it's just not a crowd.
Yeah,
it's not a
no,
big
you're
crowd.
right.
Big dollars.
As far as
People don't take care of stuff here.
Me and my homies kind of just, kept them, going a little bit there.
Yeah, y'all was
As far as-
spending the big dollars.
you were asking me about the interview process.
Yeah.
In this town, the interview process is, yeah, I'll let you. You're over 21. You have an ID. Okay, you got hired. In Dallas, I had to be really picky. I had to hey, kind of I had to take a better look at them. Sometimes I'd have to tell
Do
you,
a smear
hey,
for me.
no,
percentage is
listen,
too
I'm being
high.
straight here. I had to tell them, hey, lift your shirt. Let me see if you've got a bunch of stretch. I mean, there were a lot of
So you gotta poop it?
criteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only because I'm the guy that's responsible for that. And if this chick's in the club and she just looks like a busted can of biscuits once she's naked, then and everybody else in there's a 9, you know what I'm saying? Then they're looking at me like, the fuck?
They're like,
and then
idiot.
if the owner's there and somebody makes a comment to him, it's insulting, basically like, what the fuck's up with her? Well, guess who's hearing that shit?
Yeah, you.
What the
Me
hell is
immediately. Yeah, and then they're, so that just
They
doesn't
get
happen.
mean, huh?
Hey, so what was the style of music there at that penthouse? Like,
Those clubs down there at the time, now this is early 2000s,
okay.
none of them played any kind of rap
like,
other than like
she's
Onyx or Dallas.
Cherry pie.
So like they're
Well,
swinging off the
There was some of that, but there was also a lot of like techno and other like
Okay.
upbeat music, but it really wasn't,
Any particular.
yeah, it's different techno than what was techno in the early 2000s.
Just not gangster and drug music, basically.
None of that.
Yeah.
Nothing.
And that was like NFL players and stuff coming in.
Oh yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. I never felt like I worked at the clubhouse, and we had people come there for the music because they were rock fans. A lot of people just came to the clubhouse basically like they were coming to the rock and roll museum kind of thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh, there's stuff on the walls from Pantera and other
Like,
people.
wow.
Hey, look, over there's Vinnie Paul, and he's got,
Let's go take a picture.
Yeah, he's got
let's-
Slipknot with him. I mean, it was that kind
Oh,
of
so
shit.
you had some badass names in there.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
there was a lot of people came through that I'm not acting like I hung out with them and shit, but I
No,
met
but it's
them.
still neat that they were in your club
Oh,
and
yeah,
you were
yeah.
around them. And
Yeah,
I'll tell you
bring
some-
them the girls, like here.
yeah,
I
they
take-
enjoyed
well-
your club and how you ran it.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what was funny too. Like a couple times, people came in that I was amazed. Like Dennis Rodman, I
Oh.
could not believe how big he was, I knew how tall he was. I just couldn't believe how big. Like in person, God damn.
The athletes be swole as
Yeah.
swole as
You
hell.
don't realize how big these dudes. Same thing with Chuck Liddell. You know, the UFC
Yeah, yeah.
fighter.
Shit.
He always fought. I
You
want
called
to
me
say
that.
like 205 or something. Man, he comes in at like 250. I guess he had a cast on his foot, but I guess he was doing a bulking cycle. That motherfucker was ripped. It looked like Brock Lesnar. I mean, it was surprising in person how big some of these dudes.
Yeah, they are.
We watch them on TV. They look a lot smaller.
Now,
Like,
well, on the flip side of that, there was people that came in. You're amazed how little they are, like Pac-Man Jones,
or Lil Wayne.
Dave Navarro from the Red
Pac-Man
Hot Chili
Jones is
Peppers
pretty-
was on
Yeah.
the tattoo show.
Yeah.
Man, dude, that dude's an elf. I mean, like he's not even a little guy.
Wow.
He's like
Who'd you say?
the guy that was on the tattoo shows, that Dave Navarro
Oh,
that was
okay.
on Red Hot Chili Peppers, and yeah, I mean that guy's tiny.
So they just help him out with the angles a little bit.
Oh, they're bound to, man. That
Sure.
dude looks like he's 8 years old.
Oh,
Damn.
man.
I mean, he's little.
Did they
You know
carry
what
him
I'm saying?
around on his
And I'm
back?
not just saying height. I'm talking about like his body framing.
Just
is,
real
like,
frail
small.
and-
yeah. Like I looked at this dude and I'm just like, God damn, that's
Like, man, what you doing in here, little guy?
Yeah, I mean, no shit.
Like, you got your ID, bro.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people like that came through in Dallas. Dallas is a big city.
Yeah.
You got a lot of people.
Oh, you're going to
and,
get different crowds. And
When I worked at the Penthouse, it was a very, very high-end club. I mean, we had a chef. Like I told y'all, we had a helicopter pad. I mean, it was nice. The valets there were like busy, nonstop.
Yeah, you won't find those.
so everybody's
Yeah.
making money that work there, the valet. I mean,
Oh,
everybody's
man,
getting
listen,
paid, the
The guy in
bartenders.
the men's room is selling condoms for $20 a piece. God knows how many thousands of dollars he's making.
Yeah, man.
You know, I mean,
Yes.
this is the funny thing too. In Dallas at the clubs, you cannot be associated anywhere near like a motel. You can't have a condom machine. If they catch somebody in the club with a condom, they act like an act of sex occurred.
Like, get down on the fucking ground.
Yeah, but I mean, listen, you'd be better off getting caught with a bag of Coke than you would a condom in Dallas.
Damn, that bag.
I mean, they're just ridiculous. But it was because they wanted to push the sex crimes to try to shut the clubs.
That's
Man.
bullshit.
Yeah. But do you believe, like, there was stuff going on at maybe some of the clubs that caused all that? Like,
Change in administration at
Yeah.
the top in Dallas. What happened previously, all through like I guess the 80s, 90s, you had some guys in there that were corrupt. They were very happy just to get an envelope that was on the city council. They would be like, "Yeah, that club's fine, leave it alone. Yeah, it's okay. Just look the other way," you know. But then when you got like Laura Miller and some of these other people, like, and she was hooked up with the real estate development guys like Roger Starbuck, and they're all pushing like, "Let's get this club gone. Let's get them out of here." She's got an agenda because of her husband. That man, they terrorized the clubs for a while. I mean, it was crazy.
especially when they start gentrifying some of the areas like they did in Dallas.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing too. They wrote all these laws to where they made it really tough for you to have a club. You couldn't be within 1,500 feet of a school, a swimming pool, a fucking
damn.
a bus stop, a daycare.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
on and on, a hospital, on and on, to where basically they wanted you just like sitting out in a
Kind of
field
trying to push you
somewhere.
guys out.
Yeah, you're just sitting out in a field somewhere, you know, just out.
Like
Like,
Babes, like Babes used to be.
what's that?
Yeah.
What is Babes?
You don't remember Babes? I wasn't there because I think I was too young to go there. But
It was a BYOB club. It was outside of city limits,
on
but it
McKinney
was in the
Road.
county.
Okay.
And what happened? Arthur, once again, got them closed down.
Hey.
Big A.
He got the sheriffs to go out there and terrorize them until they got closed down.
And they're all the way out the way, and he was like, I don't like looking at that. Like, he would drive all the way out there just
yeah,
to look,
they were out there on McKinney
eating a
Road.
banana.
Man,
I don't like
you
that.
know what they said in the comments? They said quit talking about little people. OT's gonna get upset.
Fuck you, Reed. I know that was Reed.
Hey, man, that's funny.
Yeah.
Say, look, they said when you gonna hire DJ Chop back?
Oh, yeah.
He said I'm open to it.
No, I mean, I would.
He's a good dude.
Yeah. I think he was living like way out of town, though.
Yeah, he's staying in Seymour, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the thing. When I hire bartenders and DJs, I really need them to like have their own vehicle and be able to get there. You know what I mean? It's not like a dancer where it's
He
like,
was
oh, you
pulling
got
this shit
there
at
at 9.
Pamlico, too. Nah, I've known him for a long time.
They need reliable transportation. You know, that has to be.
And the further they live out, that's going to, you know.
The
Yeah.
harder it is for it to be reliable.
So even a
So,
flat tire can mess it up if they
Yeah,
don't have
exactly.
spares. Why you laughing, bro?
No, I said, I know, you'll see me in there now. Say you got my business. say you got me back.
Nah, David's always been cool.
so when did you exceed your expectations when you got here? And
Not at all.
not at all.
I know that sounds arrogant,
Yeah.
But I left multi-million-dollar clubs.
Yeah, for sure. That's why.
And when I came
wanted to
here, I
ask
really
you.
thought it would be better than it is.
Yeah.
And all it is, this town is just small enough that the people here with money don't want other people with money to see their vehicle in the lot and then say something slick to their wife, or their wife says something to their wife. You know, it's that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And in Dallas, you had a lot of anonymity. I mean, you pull up in a parking lot, it's going to be 5 times bigger than mine, and you don't know who anybody's vehicle is. You know what I'm saying? We're here, it's really different.
I'll put it over there.
You'll know someone's vehicle, especially.
Yeah, I mean, there's only X number of
Certain
people in town
officials.
driving a new Mercedes or, a new...
Doctors.
They said,
Yeah,
I seen
mean,
Terry up there at the club. Say, must be cheating on his wife.
Yeah, so
That is exactly what happens. And I've had people tell me, hey, man, like they'll bounce in like one time and they're like, listen, I would come all the time, but I can't. Somebody's going to tell me.
No, I can't go up there.
So
see
have
my
you seen
car
that
up there.
not only with you, but like say with other establishments that where they get harassed and they get forced to shut down, or their license taken away because they don't want that establishment there because of certain reasons.
I think the TABC up here was probably an extreme example. And I think it's because they sat way up here in the middle of nowhere. They're basically in Oklahoma. They're not answering to anybody.
Yeah,
I mean,
they
they
just-
kind of half-ass answered to Denton,
just
who then
quiet.
kind of half-ass answers to Austin. You know what I'm saying? And now the guys that are in, not bad at all. I'm not trying to talk any shit on the guy that's currently there or even the guy that was ahead of him.
Yeah.
But when I got here, it was the worst.
Shit show.
It was the worst. I mean, it was just guys that wanted to be dirty cops that were taking payoffs.
Good old
And they just wanted, and they were like
Wichita
picking and
got a lot of
choosing
that.
winners.
Yeah, because I think everyone's seen that a lot, especially back then. There's always club would be opened up. It'll be a couple months and it'll be shut down within a year or within the next year after that. Quickly. It's just it never was staying open.
Look, what do you think about Wichita? Would you like to see Wichita grow?
Oh man, listen, I live here. I bought a house here. I've got a kid here. I want to see Wichita do great. I don't have any ill feeling toward Wichita. I was just being honest about, though, when I left Dallas, I just thought it was going to be a little better up here than what it actually
Like you would
was.
have the market in the chokehold type of.
What I didn't
There's
realize.
only another strip club here.
And you had knowledge of working down there.
Yeah, and the thing was, I got up here, I didn't have my thumb on the pulse of this community. I didn't really know what the economy was here. And the economy in Wichita Falls is not like the economy in most of Texas. Most of Texas, there's cranes and people are building shit and there's people moving in. Wichita, man, is just kind of on
We got a new car
Do you
wash.
think,
Yes.
I think it's because it's too
We have.
conservative?
We have.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I feel like
I
they don't
think-
like it to grow.
I think what's I mean, well, when I first moved here, I was told that they never got an Outback Steakhouse here because the people that own McBride's just cock blocked it the whole time.
Sandwich
And
shops, too.
If that's going on with that,
Yeah.
Deli
then you
Planet
can
had a hard
figure
time.
it trickles out
Well,
to
they
the
did
whole
that.
community.
Yeah, it's
They
like
did
a
that
like
when,
a good old boy. Like
When
Yeah.
Hooters first tried to come, it was Pastor Jeffries at the time from First Baptist. He
Oh.
put a halt to that. He said, "Oh no."
I mean, which if
we
you
don't want
think
that
of the
here.
irony of that.
Yeah.
Maximus is over there for 30 fucking years. Nobody cares. I come. Nobody cares. No, not in the
Yeah.
nobody in the community
Yeah.
protested. Nobody said anything, and then they're mad about a Hooters. I mean, how stupid.
Yeah, and it was
Yeah.
the
Like,
pastor
burn it
that
out.
came out and said something. He was the main one that put a halt to that and said no. And then he left a couple years after that, and then look, we got the Hooters now.
A very unimpressive one.
yeah, and
very
it's like, yeah.
unimpressive.
Then to be bullshit.
Nothing against,
Yeah.
nothing against anybody that works
No,
there,
it's
but
not
I've been in a bunch of Hooters down in like Dallas and Austin, and it's no.
Yeah, I've been to the one in OKC. I haven't been to the one here.
And that one's
I've
even
been
pretty
to one here
good.
maybe twice.
Yeah, the one in OKC. Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like they need a if it wasn't so conservative here and they let more shit go on like that, like more strip clubs and stuff. I feel like Wichita would be a lot
I'm
better.
gonna tell you what Wichita really does to kill the nightlife is you have too many cops and too many sheriffs that just
Fucking with
swirl
people.
around trying to give people DWIs.
They
And it's not like they're giving people ones that just hit a telephone pole. They're pulling somebody over who is barely over the limit, and they're treating that guy like he just killed a family of 5.
you fucking piece of
I
shit.
mean,
You
it's,
like Budweiser?
it's crazy. It's crazy though. I mean, you can't pull people over just over. I mean, I realize you want to generate revenue, but god damn,
Like, build
not
some
everybody
more.
deserves a DWI that just had a beer.
Yeah.
And do you think a lot of it has to do, especially say with the establishment like yours? I mean, we have MSU here, we have the military here, but a lot of people know they're.
Oh, yeah,
they're
what
not
happened?
on-
I'm going
your-
to say something
your
on
club's
that.
on the.
I'm going to say something on that. I'm not trying to insult anyone, but that college is not like a regular college
Hey,
as far
buddy.
as people coming out. This base is not like any other military
Can you
base
zoom in on
as
his
far
shirt?
as people
No.
coming out.
Yeah.
You go up to Lawton. Now, granted, that base is a lot
I got
bigger,
your back.
but those
Nah.
soldiers are out there.
They'll go
I mean, those dudes are coming off. When they're out, they're out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I lived in Fayetteville, North Carolina when I first got out of high school. That's a big military base. Those dudes are out. Like everything's booming.
These guys here are horny.
You see about 50 kids walk around over at the mall, and then that's
it.
it fizzles out from there. I mean, the base, though, since I've been here, they built restaurants, a movie theater, their own clubs. I mean, they've done everything they could trying to keep them there.
Yeah, they got
And that's
Burger
what I
King
was
and
gonna say.
everything on that.
But
Yeah.
you think it's because they're so strict on their policies that the military men now have just, like you said, they just go to the mall and then
I really
go
think
back.
this base, because
Correct.
what it is, it's not Army.
Training base.
Yeah, well, and it's Air Force. Those guys are like badasses.
Yeah.
You know,
They're smart guys. They
yeah,
don't
that's a
get into
different guy.
shit.
It's a different guy. He was a good student usually. You know, it's a different kid that goes there.
Yeah.
Those guys listen to what they tell them. If they tell them, "Hey, don't go on Scott Street," yes, sir.
Hey, I feel
You
like
know, I mean,
those,
that's a general.
hey,
I swear to God,
I feel like those guys are your best customers. So they're kind of square. They might have not had a girlfriend, and they're like, "This girl's she digs me."
And I'm sure you have stories where they still go to your club, to your staff.
Yeah, are you blacklisted off? Like you're not black.
Let me tell you how dirty this is. Okay, this is how bad this base did me. They didn't blacklist my building, so I can't personally go and try to like undo that, because when I first got here, we were on the blacklist for the address, not me. We went in front of a hearing up in Lawton at that base. That was the regional thing. They said, "Hey, fair enough. You don't have any violations that should keep you from having our soldiers in there. We'll take you off." About 3 years later, they get a different guy out at this base. He rewrites the shit and puts it to where basically Scott Street is blacklisted.
Damn.
Oh, man.
But I can't go in there and represent Scott Street. You see what I'm saying?
They don't
yeah.
blacklist
I mean-
the probation office.
I mean, so it's a real backward ass way they did it to where I can't do much about it. But luckily, some of the guys still come. Back used to, I got a lot of them.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
remember
used to- I
that.
remember
Yeah.
used to that.
And that was
That's
great
what
too,
most of
because
your
I would get an
clientele-
early wave of them. And then when my other customers started coming about 11, those dudes are heading out. So they didn't even intermingle.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Yeah.
None of them were getting beat up. Nothing bad ever happened. Well, I'm just
Because
saying,
I know-
there
let's
was
get
no
out here while we
reason to
can.
blacklist us.
Because when I was young, I used to do that a lot. Majority of my fights at the bar were with military dudes.
That's
That
fucked
Old
up.
Town
Yeah, they
Toes
can be
all
assholes
the
too. Like
time.
they look for
Oh,
it
I
sometimes.
had one press charges on me. Like all the time. It was. I mean, a lot of
But
my
sometimes
friends
they're the
say
ones
it
starting shit
was
too.
military guys that we always.
I think what was happening, I was getting the kid who was just like, man, I just want to see some titties. Okay, the dude that's over at Stage West was the dude that was like, I'm gonna get my own pussy in here. What's up? And then he's gonna fight
There,
you.
yeah, you're
There are
right.
fucking
He's like,
roosters
she
in there.
didn't say hi. I'm gonna beat your ass.
That's
about
right.
it.
There are roosters in there fighting over
But,
one
I mean,
fucking hen.
There are some weird ass dudes in
hurts-
Wichita, bro,
hurts
that
a
fight
lot of
over.
businesses
stuff.
like yours or just in bars in general. It hurts a lot of them because, like I said, the military keeps them away from your establishments. And I think a lot of times, I think more for MSU students, I would assume that it's just more, especially the ones that are not from here. They're not going to venture out to Scott Street to go to a fucking bar or club. You know, they're going to
Yeah.
stay BNR, Old Town area,
Yeah, closer and-
closer to their school, and I think,
Familiar.
you know, Lone Star, you know, and that's why they don't venture out this way. So you can't really blame them.
What's
because-
crazy too, I'll tell you something I came into in this town. What Scott Street was in like the 70s or 80s and what it is now is so different. But most of the dudes my age or a little older, and even them talking to their kids, they have it in their head like Scott Street is still crazy. Like there's prostitutes walking around, people are getting
remember
shot
when
all
people
the
used to say
time.
that.
There's all these bad motels. All that shit's gone. None of that's going on. You know what I'm saying? And it's really calmed down, but people just have that perception. Well, I remember back when but yeah, dude, you were
Still
in high
talking
school.
about the Catalina.
That was 35 years ago. You know what I'm saying? That ain't happening now. So
Yeah, it's shit. You're probably the only thing popping right there. Say within a couple blocks.
it's not busy like it was, man. 'Cause the stuff across the street from me's gone. Lazy Dog's not busy like it was. The Haystack's not busy like it was. I mean, a lot of stuff is just different. You know what I mean? And I
people's
feel like
pockets
it's
are
the
hurting, huh?
nightlife. I feel like it's just all of Wichita Falls nightlife. It is just not as busy anywhere. I mean, I know all the guys from Players come to the Alibi. They told me the other night they had 15 people on a Friday.
Yeah.
It's like, what
I think
the
I've
fuck?
seen
15? I
that
mean,
they were-
that's, and I have
they were
nights
good.
like that sometimes. Not 15, but bad. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it just, where
Yeah.
you're wondering, what the fuck did we do? You know?
You said
What
where
the fuck?
where
But
did
who the
that go
fuck
wrong?
opened up a club around
What
here?
the fuck else is going on in town?
Yeah.
Goddamn Pancake Festival.
It's so weird here. It is weird here. Like, cause I've went out in Dallas and Fort Worth before too. It's just, I don't understand.
People
it.
mind their
okay
business in the
with
city.
the-
They're not
with
so
the
worried about
MSU
fighting.
Well, you know what it is? They don't know who you are. In Dallas, you didn't know who somebody was.
Yeah, you're not
I mean,
going-
I might go over this table and insult somebody, and he's cartel. Or I might go over there and this dude gets up and he just so happens to fight in the UFC, but I've never seen him on the ticket. You know,
Yeah.
I mean, you don't know who nobody is, so it takes a whole different level of nuts
true.
to start a fight.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah, you might be
if
like-
you grew up with this fucking kid and you know your cousin beat him up one time, you feel real confident about whipping his ass if you feel like it.
Yeah.
It's just it's a different. It's
Everybody's
a small
related
town
here,
versus a
too.
big town. I mean, I grew up in a real small town.
No, but
so-
everybody here
I'm
is
sure-
related to each other.
I'm sure
yeah.
you've seen that.
Look
a
at
lot.
these three. All four of them.
I'm sure you've seen that a lot of fights, a lot of, bullshit.
What's-
Like, I know that. I remember that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Oh.
Hey, what's the best fight you've seen there?
Listen, there hadn't been a best one, but there's like been some that I was just like standing there like, is this really fucking going on? Like,
Have you ever seen like two boxers or like two almost equally good fighters fight each other?
Man, one of the craziest fights I saw with people that can fight was Bolo and Jason Hernandez.
Oh, yeah, I remember
shit
that.
was
happened.
insane.
I remember that.
Like that
was
one at it?
insane. Well, I mean,
Rest in peace to Jason
yeah,
Hernandez.
nothing against him. I like that dude. You know, I'm not talking
Yeah,
down
yeah,
on
for
him.
sure. No,
Yeah.
But he just
He had
decided
those-
he had it in his head he was going to beat Bolo up. And he came in there and hit him one night while Bolo's just sitting at a table.
Why?
And man, I
What
mean,
the hell?
it exploded. I mean, it was on. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
because he's probably, that's a big dude too.
Oh, they can both fight too. I mean,
Yeah.
it's not like everybody. It's not like some people where he's tough, but he's not really doing.
Hey, someone
nothing.
tagged
Yeah,
Bolo in
yeah.
the comments. It's probably like, hey, don't hit me.
Yeah, but I mean, I can sit here and tell you all
I got
kinds of
story-
other
I got
story
story
fights,
about
but I don't
Bolo,
want to
too.
start just dropping.
Nah,
names.
you're
No,
good.
no,
bro.
you ain't got
you
drop
know.
names.
I was just curious because you seen a
I'm
lot.
part of some of those. Fuck, I don't want you.
He was a troublemaker.
They said Jack.
No.
They said Jack Show.
Hey, listen, let me tell you about him. Jack Scholl has never been anything but as cool as he could be with me since day
Yeah.
one. I give him that.
For sure.
Now, granted, used to, he would fight, but he was good about it, man. He never beat
you hear that,
anybody up
Jack?
in my club. He never acted crazy with us. I mean, a couple times he went outside and beat somebody's ass, but hey,
You came in like you got some Bud Light.
Yeah,
He said you got them
Like,
small
remember-
cups, Dixie cups of Bud
Like you-
Light. He said, preferably.
Yeah,
Like
that's
you
my
remember that
boy,
time
man.
I had to go across the street and I ended up going to jail because
that shit was crazy. that was all just too much
yeah.
inner workings there. You had too much going
I
on.
remember the cop. I knew him from worked at the school, and he told me, he's like, "I'm not gonna take you to jail, man. Don't worry about it. You're good." He's like, "But man, if it's a warrant that comes back, I have to take you, man. Well, I'm gonna have to take you." And yeah, he sure did. But he hated to take me because he was cool as shit. But it
Just
is
doing
what
his job.
it is.
Why'd you have to have a warrant?
Yeah.
Like, you think I like doing this?
As soon as I joined the fraternity, I'm gonna take them on a tour. I'm gonna say, "This is a staple, Wichita Falls, right here. It's a cultural site." I said, "Come on, come check it out." I said, "Come in, put your wristband on, buddy." He said, "Don't forget."
I will say one thing about the fighting that's really calmed down is the gang stuff.
Yeah.
The gang stuff, and I'm not an expert on what all's going on with that, but from what I've seen,
Yeah.
the tension is not there. I don't have packs of people coming in there trying to catch somebody,
Correct.
or 5-on-5 catch it. You know, it's
Yeah,
just we're
'cause,
not doing all that like we used to.
like
We
we
used
got
to
used to
deal
it now.
with that.
Yeah, you used to. I know you used to have to deal with it a lot, but I think I remember because I was part of and seen it where people started, shaking hands or getting along or being able to be in the same club and even after hours. And I know at first you're probably like, oh shit, like something's about to pop off. And then
Well,
you're
this
like,
is
oh,
what was
shit.
crazy about that. There would be people that I knew. He's in this camp. He's in this one. I would assume they're enemies, but they'd be best friends.
Yeah.
But then the guy sitting with him might want to kill that guy. Okay, I mean, and I've seen that from all different, and it's just crazy because you never know. I mean, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, in the moment, you're just like, "Fuck, man." I
Yeah,
know-
because all it takes is that one extra drink or one extra shot, then they're a whole different person. They're on
yeah,
the
and they're mad about something
Yeah.
that happened 8 years ago that you
They talk
embarrassed
themselves
him.
into
And
being mad too sometimes. Like, look
Yeah.
at him over there laughing and smiling.
That was bad too because injunction was real bad. So that carried a lot of heat
man,
too with the
I'm
cops.
gonna be honest with you. This town, that injunction,
It fucks shit
that
up.
is the worst thing I've ever seen. Only because I only know one gang that had people go to jail for gang injunction.
Yeah.
I did not know anybody else that was going for gang injunction other than one group.
And
Which I'm not saying anybody's name. All I'm saying is, to me though, if you've got numerous like biker gangs, Mexican gangs, black gang, all this shit going on, and you're only targeting one gang, like what kind of shit is that? That don't make no sense. I really feel like if somebody would have had a better attorney, that shit really could have got challenged. Because
I
I don't
know
see
one
how that
person
could have
that
held
beat
up.
it.
Okay, well, see, that's what I'm saying. I
But
didn't know
that-
that. Everybody I knew that kept getting jammed up with it was getting fucked.
Yeah,
it was-
but I
was
mean,
one-
Yeah.
I was
yeah.
the one kept getting jammed up.
Do they extend it to when you keep getting in trouble, like give you another year?
No, but
on
they
it?
did extend it. And
I mean, the rules on it were crazy.
Yeah, like
you can't
keeping
be
your
after,
phone
what was
locked
it, like
up.
after 9 o'clock? And
your phone had to be in your glove box. You couldn't be caught with anybody else on the list. You couldn't go.
This dude's my cousin,
colors,
and we've only
yeah.
known each other
Yeah.
since birth.
No,
but yeah.
no colors of the affiliated
Yeah.
gang or the gang.
You know,
that
now
you're
that's
under.
something else that really calmed down, though. I don't really see anybody doing the color shit like they were.
like they used to.
Yeah, not hardly at all. I mean, I don't. I'm there again. I'm not wishing
We
it back.
talked
I'm
about-
just saying it's
yeah, no,
really
we
calmed
talked
down.
about
I
it
think-
before,
I
like
think
the
people
gang
grew out
stuff
of
has
it.
calmed down a lot, just because it just comes back to some of them are related.
Yeah.
Some of them are married into.
Yeah, man,
that's their whole life. They just fell on the opposite side tracks.
I
and
had
now
2 dudes
they're
get in a
being
fight
cool.
one night at Bombshells, and one guy's wanting to fight the other guy strictly gang related. And the guy's like, "Bro, I've known you my whole life, man. We used to hang out in high school. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck's wrong with you?
Yeah.
Like, why are you tripping on me about this shit?
Yeah.
I'm with them, you're with them. Like, what
It
are
is
you
what
even?
it is.
You know?" And he just, I mean, and I'm listening to him, and they end up fighting, but I'm just thinking, man, that's fucking crazy.
Small town shit.
Yeah, they probably hyped him up to go over there and start that with them, like made him do it.
Basically,
But yeah, like you said, man, it's
Sad
calmed
deal.
down a lot, and I'm glad to see. I'm sure you're glad to see because you got along with everybody for the most part. I mean, you're getting
man,
along
I
with
really tried to
everybody.
be Switzerland
Yeah.
and just be neutral and not get in that
Yeah, and
shit.
that's one thing I always respected about you and liked about you is that you are you. You never give a fuck. Like you come here, you're nobody here. You know, you don't know nobody. You
Bro,
don't
I
know
moved to
shit.
this town and did not know one
Yeah.
person.
and you're still yourself. You know,
Yeah, you always
you
been.
show everyone
David.
the same mutual respect, and then if after that, whatever they decide to
Yeah, I mean,
carry themselves, you treat them accordingly.
and I feel like honestly, that's why I've had success here.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
probably why I hadn't got beat to death or killed is because I've been very consistent with that.
For sure.
I never played favorites. I've been fair, and it didn't make a fuck who you were,
Yep.
or if we were best buddies all the time. Still, if you get
Still.
way out there, man, you got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta go. I've been kicked out of that motherfucker, I think.
And you know, I've
How
done the
many
same
times?
thing as far as patting people down. And I feel like other clubs have had problems with that because if you don't pat everybody down, patting down is actually the worst thing you can do. Because then you basically said, I don't like that group of guys. Let me make sure they don't have a pistol.
Yeah, they feel
I know all my
profiled.
buddies do, so let's see what happens. now.
that's a dangerous game.
Well,
that's a very
Birdland
game.
played that game until the end. I mean, that's. I mean, we can joke around about it and say that, but that's. I mean, how do you shoot somebody from inside the building with a pistol unless you got in with a pistol?
Yeah.
You know, so
It is what it is. Yeah, that's
I always like fucking with y'all. I said, hey, I said, man, y'all stop grabbing my ass, man. Shit.
bro, it's funny how many people when they're getting patted want to do that gay shit, and it's funny.
They're the ones
if
that really
you
are
know
gay.
them. But you'd be surprised how many people try to be funny like that you don't even know who the fuck it is. And then the bouncers, I was like, bro, I don't even fucking know you. Like, what the fuck? But I mean, people just think they're being hilarious, like wiggling their ass or something on the guy. And the dude's like, man, I'm here to beat you to death. It'll be some little drunk dude we've never seen anywhere. You know what I mean? It's just weird.
Hey, I'm pretty sure people feel like that about me sometimes.
Everybody knows you.
Whenever I'm drunk, I'm a different person.
And everyone can
Right
hear
now, I'm cool. Hey, I'm cool, but say it's more jokes. Everything's funny to me.
you. Yeah, David's like, I like you better like this, man.
Hey, he said he's more
There ain't no
civilized.
talking to his ass.
Yeah, he said there's no talking to me. I said, man, give me ones. I said, I need
I
ones
just gotta be like, leave
now.
him alone, people. Getting them to
Dave
the
used to always
car.
say, Daniel, man, get your friend, dude.
Hey, he said, man, tell him to calm down, man. He's acting like an idiot.
You act better than Daniel.
Hey, man, so I know he loved that job. Hey, how'd you meet Daniel?
He just came and applied.
What the?
Actually, now that I think
For a
about
stripper
it,
job?
I'm pretty sure. No, I think I met him at Old Town, and I think he was at Old Town and needed extra days or something, and then that's how he ended up over there with me. And then, he did a good job for me for a long time.
He was there for a while, right?
Yeah, and I mean, he's
He
a
did
good dude. I
He
can
did a lot
trust
better
him.
than Bolo, I bet.
Listen, I mean, anyhow,
They
but
said David's the GOAT of bar owners.
Yes, sir.
He
Hey.
said 5 stars, 5 out of 5.
we'll like that one.
Hey, he said, well,
You have like a
then
plaque in
show
the house
up
with
and
the
show
goat.
out at
Like,
Bombshell.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah, so y'all show up and fucking
yeah, y'all need to start tipping.
And don't go there.
buy some drinks.
Hey, he said his
Pension.
friend stole the tip jar. He
Yeah,
said,
do
but
you
he brought
remember
it
that?
I
back.
remember that. Yes, I do.
You want to tell that story, Mary? It was Kenny Martinez. If you're out there, Kenny. Right? He went down the. I think he went down the haystack, didn't he?
Yeah, and then you came back later,
And I called
and
him.
I asked you, and I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And then you like, no, I wasn't in on that. No, this is what happened. Yeah.
And I called him, and he brought back the tip jar. And
I think he
everything.
did it to like Ashley Rojas or somebody. Like
Yeah,
one of them was
yeah.
back there, and that's
Yeah,
who's tipsy.
bartending. Yeah.
Usually, when we have any kind of problems, it's never random. It's always this happened. This person knows this one somehow, and then that's where it all.
Yeah.
It's very rarely just two
random.
dudes bump into each other and fight, or some dude comes in there and just does something to some chick. Everybody already knows each other, and that's how it got going.
Yeah, I do remember that. I was telling them about it earlier. I just couldn't remember if you allowed Kenny to stay or he still had to go, but I thought he.
I think he put himself out of there for a while.
Yeah.
You should have made his ass do community service.
It was when we
Damn.
it was when we were first hanging out over there, and I told him like, "No, dude, you can't be doing that shit." And
Yeah, I mean,
of all places, he went down the haystack because he was walking. So he walked down the haystack, and I made him come
He was
back.
so ashamed.
he's lucky somebody didn't steal it from him down there.
Yeah, right. I know.
And also, what's the future? What's the future look like for you? What's your end game? Say after. So you gonna retire here?
I'm just kind of in a holding pattern. I'm hoping the economy will pick up. I mean, a couple times I tried to do other things, but I've realized in this town it's really tough to open another business if you're not at that business.
Yeah.
Like, for instance, I tried to open a pizza place across the street, but I was never over there. So I feel like that was 100% of why that didn't succeed. I mean, if it's your money and it's your business, you gotta be able to be in there.
Yeah. See
And
what's
it's
going
just
on.
tough,
Hands on.
Yeah. I mean, if you're not, it's like you're opening a McDonald's where there's a book and they just do it. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? If it's a small business, you got to be there.
I think chicken wings and strippers is a good idea.
Chicken wings and
I'd be open.
He's
I'd be
smiling
open
like, why
to
don't you
it.
do it then?
Hey, I'd be open to it.
Price of chicken
Man,
wings
it's
went
fun.
crazy.
I'd get like a 10 piece and I'd sit
It's
there and
so
just eat.
tough for me to remodel my building, like permit wise.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I don't have a kitchen. Like we talked about it at one time, but like the city has it so jammed up when if you try to like mess with an existing building, especially like mine, it's almost
Yeah, it
impossible.
happened.
Why is that though?
Just rules.
Yeah, that's a lot
Who
of
you know.
bullshit.
But
with
it's your
Who
permits.
knows?
building. That's what sucks. Like they won't let you build in your own building.
I think it really comes back to if my dad had gone to school with the guy from the zoning commission,
Yeah.
I could get that done.
They don't want it
But
to get
since
it.
I'm not from here, I just get
Yeah,
told
they don't
now,
want you to
fuck off.
shine it up.
So what-
They help you run
What is
out of
that? Hey,
business.
what is that zoning been called where strip clubs can be at in Wichita?
What it is they've just over the years, the ones that were left, they just grandfathered them in. There's not like an area.
There's
nothing
not any-
qualifies.
Yeah.
Supposedly right now, nothing qualifies other than my two and Maximus.
Hey, and it's light industrial.
Yeah, so not, what even outside the city limits?
If you go outside the city limits,
I know
I think you
Babes-
could go out there probably and
Yeah.
do something. But that
who's
problem
gonna
is,
go
man,
out there
where are
to-
you going out there?
Yeah.
This is the thing. If you have a business like a strip club, you want to be in the lane of traffic. You don't want to be like hidden out, ducked off somewhere like some clubhouse.
Like sidewinders?
Yeah, yeah.
So that means the beef had to be serious then for y'all to be the only two strip clubs that could even possibly be open and them to still be fucking with you.
Bro, I'll be honest, it was all ego. Arthur
What was
just
it?
has an ego you can't shove in this room.
What'd you
Nah,
say?
yeah, was this fedora?
I didn't say shit to him. Listen, I didn't even meet him for a long
So
time.
when you first got here,
I didn't even know him.
You never went, hey,
No,
hey
nothing.
man,
He
I'm
thought you
big,
were stepping
I'm
on his
gonna be opening
territory.
up a strip
Yeah.
club here.
Like you said,
Yeah.
ego.
So let me get some pointers.
Yeah, I mean, he approached
There
us
are
like
some
I moved
girls.
in his house and started
Well, you
fucking
see
his
the way-
wife. I mean, that's the way he came
Yeah.
to us. You know, like we had
Damn.
wronged him.
Yeah.
Listen, if I
This
was
is my
if
town.
I had been in a small town and somebody else came, I
Try
would
that in a
have
small
looked
town.
at it like,
You would embrace them.
fuck, man, that's somebody else to deflect some heat off me. And,
Yeah.
you know, as long as they're not doing something crazy, then this can just be fine.
He felt like you challenged them.
What I actually did is there's about 10 times as many girls dancing now in Wichita as there used to be. Because what he had done, he had his little select few and chased everybody else the fuck off. Now, between the two clubs, it gives them some room to kind of bounce in and out. I've got ones that'll just come to my
Hey,
club.
they're like,
that won't even
fuck
go to
you.
his.
I don't like it here. And they go to your
Well,
your club.
listen, they do things a lot different over there than I do.
Oh, yeah.
I don't try to take all the dancers' money. Over there, they it's almost like a cult. Okay, like those chicks are just like, no, I have to give them all my money. They'll give me back some of it. You know, like
You know, I'm gonna be calling them and
like,
shit too.
what
Like,
the fuck is wrong with you? You
Hey,
just
it's like
dance.
dancing for coins.
Yeah, I mean, but listen, they'll hold that, and then they'll be like, "Well, you got here late, and you didn't pay us the other night, And
you remember that
you
one
got
drink?
into an argument with so and so. I mean,
Hey, they're making
they're
fees
just
and
like
fines.
checking
Just
off
like,
$50, $100, and all of a sudden the chick that made $800 is walking with $220.
They said it's the
the
bylaws.
fact-
Got her ass.
He's like, come back tomorrow, you'll make more.
The fact that those chicks will put up with that and don't like unite, I get it. When I wasn't here yet and they had no other option, they were stuck doing that.
Yeah.
But once we gave them the opportunity to be like, hey, hang
like
out
Death
at my
Row-
club for 2
you're like Death
weeks.
Row Records, I
Let
should
that
not-
fucking
Hey,
prick
that's where you fucked
be
up.
scared to
Right,
death.
Hey, you're like, see if you like it here. It's
Hey,
more
that's what-
chill, laid back.
Yeah,
Just do your thing.
That's what your next meeting needs to be. The Suge Knight and Snoop Dogg. Like, if you're tired of it, you seen your videos.
Hey,
You
yeah.
know, over here, the boss.
Hey, I want to make a commercial for you now. I want to come in there with the camera and say you're gonna have to dress like Suge Knight with the cigar at your desk. And just be like, man, yeah, just come in here, man.
Well, look,
Say,
shit, he's halfway there. Look,
I got the suit. I see the cigar.
Yeah, he just needs a cigar. He should have been here last week with the cigar.
Like a fucking the fucking interview light over him with the smoke. Like, shit.
Yeah, no, man,
Camera one, camera
but
two.
glad you're still around, man. Love to see that you're still around. Like you said, you're gonna pretty much hang in there. Hope it just kind
I
of
feel
picks
like
up.
legally, whatever happens, I can survive.
Yeah.
The only thing that scares me is the economy.
no, you're a bad motherfucker. I done seen you go
You're
through some
always
legal
positive
situations.
too, man. Ever
Yeah,
since I
you've been
met
through
you.
legal situations. through
I
COVID.
don't have an option, man. It's like
Yeah.
I'm going to make some money or I'm
But
going to
people
be
try to
mission.
bash you,
There's no
all
like I'm a
types.
52-year-old white guy. There's nobody just going to take me in. You know, I'm fucked. I'll be out there with
Man,
the
if I
sign.
could, I'll take you in, man.
Yeah, that's good to see though, man. And I hope the economy does boost up and get better for you.
I mean, and I wish that for everybody, not just me, but I mean, I just wish all of Wichita would just pick up a little bit. So
Yeah, no, it will. That's because that's what I go to school for is finance. But right now, they're about to start doing the tax rate cuts. So once they start doing that, when we hit the crash, then it's gonna go up, and that's when they're gonna be shaking ass and making dollars. I want to tell y'all girls out there, don't give up hope. The money's gonna come
And then
back.
it really goes worse, but nah, I think it'll get better.
No, it will. It's natural cycle of the economy.
just if something happened, hypothetically, the Middle East blew the fuck up, okay, and all of a sudden,
Oh, yeah.
they
Hey,
want
I
to
can't
drill.
It's like, not
again.
that I wanted to.
Hey,
But I mean, well, any day
Yeah,
you could get up and
yeah.
turn on the news and it's like, goddamn, Israel
Too- a
used
lot
to
of
be
shit
there and they're
going-
gone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Saudi Arabia is on fire. You know, I mean, you never know what the fuck's going to happen.
Yeah, nowadays you don't.
And
Yeah.
you know, if that did, I can't believe it wouldn't greatly improve the area. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
Something's gotta give sooner or later.
Yeah.
this town was like one of the biggest cities in Texas, like back in the fucking 30s. I mean, it was booming here.
I feel like
I heard
nuclear was
someone had
good.
told me before that, back then Wichita was offered either the University of Texas or the State Hospital, and they chose State Hospital.
Good one.
Is that a fact?
Revenue,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
that's,
Man, that's wild.
Hey,
for revenue.
But they don't
Yeah.
like new people moving in. The city,
I really think you're right about that, bro.
They
I think
don't-
that you've got a lot of old families here and old money,
yo,
they'll lose
and
their
they've got
fucking
houses
ranks.
all over the place.
I'm running
Man,
from.
all
I'm gonna
full-time.
run as a
It's okay.
politician.
They just want like a little quiet town here for them.
Yeah,
Yeah, or where
They
they, or where
want a
have the
retirement
power.
town for them to come back here to
And
and
what's
chill.
so weird?
Club.
I feel
Mm-hmm.
like I see the same people all the fucking time. Like if I go buy
do.
groceries or anytime I go out to
do.
eat or anything I'm doing, I feel like I see the same 20,000 people. Like where's
Yeah.
the other
Yeah, where's the
80-some thousand?
CGI?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, where the fuck is the
I mean, I know
100,000?
some of you are on the base and I don't see you. I know some
Do they
of you are at
count
the
that- they count-
college and I don't see
Yeah.
you.
They count that in
But-
our population, the base.
Well, Bob,
Is that
Bates,
the
I
like,
think, I think
Shepard's-
some of them are actual residents that
Okay,
live in the
yeah, yeah.
houses and stuff. I don't know if they count the students, but
I don't feel the
Shepherd
100,000.
Hills area, off Missile and all that. That's still Wichita.
I just don't feel it. It don't feel 100,000 to me.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I see the same people at
There's
the
a
bar
lot
all
of
the
that's
time.
what I'm
Top
saying,
base.
man. It's the same people.
When
all
I go to the
time.
bar, I said, "Hey, say this drunk
But
ass
it is a
Terry
big small
again."
town, like so. You think there would be more here? You
No,
need a damn Top Golf too.
yeah,
And it's weird too because I even feel like the people with money here don't get out much. And I'm not saying that about coming to my place. I don't expect
No, no,
somebody
no,
that's
no.
rich to come over to Scott Street and come to my club. But look at how much trouble they have keeping fine dining restaurants and stuff
Yeah,
like that
exactly.
over here. And I mean,
Yeah.
I might act like there should be 20, but they have trouble keeping like
There's
2.
there's really only two.
I feel like the
Pelican and,
Pelicans is always
McBride's.
yeah.
that's
Pelicans
what-
has always made it, and then everything else is kind of
yeah.
I don't even think of McBride's.
the
as
people
really
that
fine
have
dining,
money-
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
but I mean the
steakhouse,
nicer
but-
steakhouse,
Yeah.
like, because it's not really nothing
Yeah,
like
like
that here.
there's
That's-
there's
yeah.
supposed to be a new one's been the
It's for Wichita.
jalapeno trees was at I think it's been since COVID. They've been working on that thing.
Yeah, and it's got a sign out there. It says like restaurant coming. It doesn't even say what it is.
been there.
We're supposed to have a hot pot place too. Remember what happened with that?
Oh yeah, it's supposed to be a Mexican restaurant again.
No,
or
it's
something?
supposed to be a high-end steakhouse.
Oh shit.
High-end restaurant.
They got that.
That's what I think they need is more high end restaurants because there's some. I like to eat. Do you like to eat food?
Yeah,
Like
Fox Hill. If you ever pass by Fox Hill, they're
oh well, that's reservation only. I hate shit like that because I'm not the type of person that goes on schedule. I just want to go to a high end place, walk in, eat,
Be able to
try
eat if you want to. And yeah.
He said, "Hey, you just got it on your ass." That's
No,
the
really.
one I like.
Like the Highlander, I say like the Highlander is like a place I like to go to.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got good food.
they're good.
It's all
Highlander.
right. Like they got some stuff on there. Yeah,
Like we went to
drinks.
I took them on a date to Papados. Papados. I wish we had something like that here.
Oh yeah, but everybody been to Papados.
But it's good
Yeah,
though.
but
It's so
it is.
fucking
It
good.
is.
Their fish
Texas Day
doesn't.
Brazil. If we had one of those,
And see, it comes back to I don't feel like we got the population that's out and about.
and they would bitch about it.
It's weird too because you drive around over by the college and back through those neighborhoods.
Yeah.
and it's like okay, it's not like there's 20 rich people in this town. There's
Fuck
like
no.
row after row after row of really high end houses,
Especially off Harrison.
and then you're I mean all out in there, and then you're like, where the fuck are they at?
Exactly.
Because when I'm out in Wichita, and I don't mean this shit, I don't feel like I'm just bumping into a lot of rich people.
No.
I don't ever feel like I'm like, hey, that's a nice Rolex, or hey, that's I don't
Yeah.
see that. It's not like being in Dallas.
I'm
like
not-
when you're
hey,
in
it's
a
Dallas.
bunch of cocky redneck motherfuckers.
Yeah, like anywhere in Dallas you go, if you're eating out, you're at the mall, you're like, God damn, that dude over there looks fucking loaded.
Yeah.
It's just
He's like,
dripping.
you want one of
You know what I'm
these?
saying?
Takes it off for you.
And I don't mean like rapper driven. I'm talking
Yeah.
like the dude just looks like, hey,
Icy,
his
like-
grandpa's
He
rich.
looks
Yeah, he's playing
You know what I
Shane.
mean? They're just
Smells
rich.
like
Yeah.
money.
No, you know what? That's weird that you say that. You really don't feel like that. Like I
Ever.
don't see it. I don't see it. I see guys with big chains and shit sometimes every
They're
now and
just
again.
hood rich or something.
Yeah, hood
Or the
rich. But I'm
fake-ass
like,
caps
I
on
want to
their
see
teeth.
rich. Like I don't know.
Listen, in Dallas, everywhere I went, I always felt like, man, I'm fucking broke.
Yeah,
I am fucking broke. In this town,
But don't it
I
feel
never
kind
felt
of good
like-
being around those people? Like you feel safe there. Like you're not around a bunch of fucking.
but
Oh no,
Anger.
listen. There's
Yeah.
things about Wichita I really, really like. Like I love there's no fucking traffic that you. gotta
yeah,
fight.
I love
Yeah.
that
And
too.
it's not just because it's dead, because there's traffic, but the way the city's laid out, if this is jammed up, you go right around it
yeah,
and go.
every
not
road connects.
Yeah, man, in Dallas, I lived down there, and it would take me sometimes an hour and a half to get to work.
Oh,
And the
yeah.
same drive took 15 minutes coming home.
Yeah, so
yeah.
when you're
I mean, so
tired-
it just tells you how shitty the traffic
Yeah.
was.
Man,
Look, but
Dallas
what
has grown a lot.
What do you think
bigger.
about this? Like, okay, you say you don't run into rich people, but do you think you don't run into rich people because there's more customers here to the rich people than there is actual, you know what I mean, like rich people?
Oh, well, what I'm saying though, just when you're out and about, I never feel like you just bump into a bunch of people that look loaded in this town.
Yeah.
And maybe some of that is like the Ron Jacksons who got on like a fucking, 10-year-old
Ranchers
racing
and stuff,
t-shirt, and you would never dream this
Never
guy's got money, but
There's a lot of those
maybe
guys
there's
here.
a lot of dudes that are just real low key here. But I never feel like you see anybody that just looks like they got
Yeah.
money like you do in Dallas.
Yeah, the rich people don't know how
Yeah.
to dress here. Like they're like ranchers,
I,
oil
yeah,
money.
well, and I think they know it's small, and they're probably just being humble.
Like you said about people
Yeah,
seeing
they're
each
more-
other at the
more
bar,
humble.
like
You know
not wanna be
what?
seen.
You know what? Because I do know guys that are rich that they drive different cars whenever they go out and deal with people. They don't drive the fucking badass car. They drive a 08 Suburban or something like
Yeah,
that.
a lot of times it'd be the guys. It'd be the wives that drive the Mercedes.
Well, you know
or
what
the
it really
BMW.
Hey
is.
baby, I
in
need
a
some
smaller
groceries.
area,
Car, you know.
your neighbors are who's jealous of you.
Yeah.
And people you grew up with, people you school, that's who's going to be jealous. You want to be humble a little bit. If you're in Dallas and you don't know who the fuck nobody
Oh, yeah.
is,
That's the way I felt over there.
flex it.
Yeah.
Hey,
I mean,
yeah.
I'm
Right.
like, I'm like, nobody knows who the fuck I am.
yeah, it's a
I'm
different
like-
deal.
And people don't bat an eye. It's not nothing crazy to them, so you're not.
Yeah.
But I still think there needs to be change here, though.
Even
I
the
think,
cops here will target you for looking like money.
I think a lot of change needs to happen here, though. I don't know. I feel like a lot of people like gatekeep shit here.
Oh, bro. I feel, and I've heard other people, or not heard, but seen like certain people post stuff that are like involved in real estate and things like
Yeah.
that. That there's a lot of people here sitting on land, sitting on stuff, and they just don't want to move nothing.
Yeah.
They don't want to do nothing. It's like they just want it to be just like it is.
Yeah, they need to I feel like they need to force it, and I feel like it's too conservative here. It doesn't need to be fucking straight up like liberal, like
No,
just
we're,
bums.
hey,
I don't want
nobody's
bums
saying
sleeping
make
on
it
the-
Austin and let somebody shit in front of my building.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, at the same
No,
time,
we
it could
would
be a
clean-
little livelier and yeah.
Me and
Yeah,
Los
like
had that
downtown.
cleaned up real
Like
quick.
I wish downtown would fucking just get jumping. Like that'd be beautiful. You know what I mean? Like
But you know what?
They have a little bit of motion, but it's not going nowhere now. Everyone knows it's just like.
I'm gonna tell you what
stagnant.
really hurts.
Yeah.
This town, when they put the mission downtown, the 10 or 15 homeless dudes we do have are all camping out right down
the
there.
motherfuckers come to my shop.
Yeah,
All of them.
I mean, I don't know. It's just, and downtown here is kind of ducked off. nobody really
Because they
has
don't
to go
build there
through
no more.
downtown.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
South,
There's-
Southwest.
Yeah, it's not even like on the way to nothing. Like you just have to get off whatever you're doing and come to downtown.
Or
Maybe you
fucking
gotta
put,
go
hey, put a
get your
fucking
car
Texas
title,
Day Brazil down there.
probation.
Shit.
Yeah, just a few. But
Yeah,
you know, that's
banks.
all jammed up now. You got to
Yeah.
do all that through the computer.
But like he was saying, they had most. They built them college dorms or whatever, or like the little apartments. They tried to bring restaurants down there. What happened? You think?
No, they're
I'll tell you,
open.
there's
Yeah,
no
just-
place. If
they
you're in a
stopped.
vehicle, there's no place to pull in. That's what's
Yeah.
wrong with half of downtown too. They ought to
No
drop a
fucking-
few of the buildings and make parking lots. That way, at least you could pull in somewhere
On the street.
eat somewhere,
Or open
go
up those
somewhere.
parking
You know.
garages because there's one that never has cars in there.
Yeah, I've seen. There's a
But
couple
they
down there that
they-
look like they're just empty.
They close them.
Maybe
up.
they need maintenance or some shit. Like,
I don't know. I just wish it would just grow because it's fucking boring here.
well, you fight for change.
It really is. Like there's shit that I want to do. Like you want
fight
to
for
take
the
your kids
change you
out.
want.
Like
There's just not much going on ever.
like there's not a. They got the fucking family fun zone, and that's it.
That's why we always see the same people because that's the only people that are enjoying themselves coming out and doing the things here. Everyone else that's really controlling what happens, they don't give a fuck to come out. And
You
do
know what's
anything.
crazy too? I really feel like after COVID, people changed. Like I
Oh,
feel
yeah.
like a lot of people
Made it
were
weird.
like, "Hey, I just need to sit home all night and watch Netflix. I don't need to leave."
Podcast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just going to sit here. And when that happened, though, and so many people got used to being in, they've just stayed doing that. I mean, I watch people like use Grubhub and DoorDash and all this shit. I'm thinking, man, take your ass down the street.
That's
and
how
get that for
society's been.
half.
Hey,
That's-
I'm
Like
weird like
drive
that.
a mile to Taco Bell yourself.
Nah,
Like,
bro.
That's what society's coming to, though.
I'm weird like that though. I'm like addicted to work and like I don't want to fucking take out the Taco Bell because I could be editing a video and I'll stay editing this
that's
fucking
different.
video.
I'm talking about the dude who's sitting there just watching Netflix.
Yeah.
He could
like-
easily
oh,
get
no,
up
no.
and go get his own Taco Bell and come back.
Like how often do you watch TV?
Honestly, man, not as much. I've always worked nights, and then when I am off, I watch a little bit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not just religiously watching TV. I
That's
try
what I'm
to
saying.
watch like some ball games and stuff at work.
Yeah.
Every now and then, if something big's going on, like the Super Bowl, something like that, I'll watch it if I'm off. But other than that, man, I watch a
not
lot
really
of
anything
YouTube and
interesting.
shit
Podcasts.
like that.
I love watching podcasts.
Yeah.
That's my
I've
shit.
watched probably all the Joe Rogans. I mean,
Yeah.
you know.
So you got to be into the same shit then, like because I like his because he talks about anything and everything. Like he smokes weed and then he'll talk to a
bro.
guy that says that people with schizophrenia smoke weed and they kill people, and he'll argue with them.
Listen, he'll talk to some people that are incredibly intelligent. Then he'll bring on Joey Diaz.
Yeah,
so it's a
yeah.
mix.
And he starts
Hey,
telling this
Joey's
fucking
a
story.
Joey's great.
Yeah,
he's
but
great.
I know what you
but
mean.
yeah, he don't come on there because he's going to enlighten you on the
Yeah,
universe.
Yeah. See,
Joey
that's
comes on
basically
to
what
be
I try to
himself,
do.
yeah.
Yeah, he's hilarious.
Like,
Yeah, he's
I
crazy.
want, that's why I say anybody and everybody come on and tell your story. And if you got a story, and even if you're a dumbass, you could be an idiot. But like it's easier to talk to someone that's intelligent. But I said anybody and everybody could come on. Say I like the story. Said I just like hearing it personally myself.
Yeah, a fat boy Reed.
Yeah. Hey, say he needs to
Big-
come on. I
big
told him to
crowd.
tell his story. He don't want to. He's scared.
Yeah, he's
He's scared to be on camera.
I can tell one on his behalf. No,
That motherfucker, hey, he spits like a fucking alpaca.
Hey, listen.
He goes,
one night he gets in a fight at the club with some Mexican dudes that were gang affiliated,
That's who he was spitting at.
and
Oh, yeah.
he ends up getting handcuffed. And then they end up handcuffed, and then I go over and talk to the cops, and he gets unhandcuffed, and they all go. And after that, I feel like he kind of looked at me different, like, "Well, goddamn, thank you."
Yeah.
So,
You're an all right guy.
Thank you, my lord.
but that comes back to I have a little bit of credibility sometimes with the cops because they know I don't drink. They know I'm not up there doing bullshit.
you got a stone cold serious face all the time.
Man, I'll be honest with you. I'll be in the club a lot of nights, and I'm the only dude in there that hadn't done like hard time. I mean, everybody else in there is a criminal. You know what I'm saying? I've just been lucky and not been in prison.
I just want y'all to know I've tried to make him laugh a lot of times while I was drunk. And say,
Well, that's why,
he's
man.
unfazed.
You know, really, man, it's funny though. Really,
does seem
people
it
ask
all.
me, "Do you have a good time up there?" And I was like, "I really don't most of the
Fuck
time
no.
because
Yeah.
either it's slow and I'm stressing because it's slow, or then it kicks into fucking gear and it's busy, and then I'm watching everybody. I'm never just up there like, this is so much fun." You know, it's never like that.
You're like, well, everybody.
And I think people have misconceptions too and think like I'm a pimp or like I've got some harem of women. And man,
Yeah.
this bunch I've got here, it's like herding cats. I'm just hoping I can kind of get them in this direction. Some of them will pay me. Some of them will show up.
To stay.
You know, it's tough. It's tough. And the reason too, Up here, I don't have a bunch of girls coming next week to take this bunch's job.
So they don't really have no competition.
And they know that.
He ain't gonna find nobody.
Listen, they know that. They figured that shit out a long time ago.
Allure didn't hurt you.
And it's just it's tough to motivate people or to like hold
when
them
they
to
don't
a
have a
standard
challenger.
when they know you need them. And at the same time, they really don't give a fuck.
Yeah, so there's no incentive to them. They're like,
What
Pirates, what are you
do
gonna
you think
do?
of Allure? You think they're
Man, I read their dress code and I gave it 3 months. Now,
How you feel
whatever
about
they
the
do
jump?
with that, I don't know. Listen, this is the truth in this town. It's really tough to have a dance club. And I say this based off what I saw happen at 50/50 and what I saw happen at Club Crush. Pretty much everything could be going good. And then little by little, the wrong crowd kind of comes in.
Slips in.
And I mean,
Like
it's,
nightclub,
and it's real fucking tough to be like, you and you can't come in. You can't just do
I
people
give you
way.
that. Hey, you deal with some rough motherfuckers too.
But you
and you
stand your ground,
handle
though.
it good, yeah.
I'll tell you what it is. I'm out there and I know who everybody is and I'm paying attention. If I was sitting in the office all night and I had no idea anybody's name, anybody's background, I didn't know if you killed somebody or if you had a gun, if I didn't know who everybody was and what's going on, I would be at a huge disadvantage. I'd probably got killed up here. But it's just so much easier when you're out there and I speak to everybody and I try to show them a little bit of respect. And I feel like that goes a long way with a lot of people. People that will act like a fucking fool at other clubs really don't do me that way.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not saying nobody. There's some
Mutual
exceptions.
respect.
But there's a lot of people. Like I mentioned Jack. Jack has always been, I mean, I'm talking back used to when he was
Yeah,
fighting.
no, I know.
I'm not talking like last
Yeah.
week. I'm talking years ago.
Not
But
that-
like,
15 years
I
ago.
felt like I had that with him. He understood, hey man, I like coming in here. You're always cool to me. I'm not gonna fuck your spot up.
No, Jack always had been an utmost respect type of guy. Like that's all he wants from you.
Yeah, and I feel like I try to give that to people in there. I don't give a fuck who it is. That's why when people start that racial shit, or I don't give a fuck about that. Most of the people in there I'm the coolest with are all black.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
That's the
really.
majority of your
And that's mostly who I've had as bouncers. That's, so when people start that shit, I really feel like it's somebody that doesn't know me and just wants to talk shit. It's
Which
somebody.
is sad. It's character assassination,
Yeah, well, what it comes down to, I got two groups of people that do me this way. I got people that did something really fucking stupid and just don't want to own it. And I got people that really don't have the money to be in there, and they're somehow mad at me because I've got a $10 cover and our drinks are $7. And they're just fucking infuriated at me like I'm picking on them. And it's like, bro,
Pay the fucking money.
there's times when I don't have any money. And I just
But you're
don't
not
go
gonna
fucking
be
out. I don't go over to Pelican and get fucking mad because everything on the menu is 30 and up. I
only
go
got
there and get mad.
$10. Fuck.
Hey, I want
Yeah,
to
why would you go out anyway?
What is
you
the
don't have
suit?
money?
It's a Puma Dapper Dan.
Hey, say it's throwing
That
me
is
off.
fresh as hell though.
Yeah, it does look too fresh.
I appreciate it.
I was-
I bought
I
this
thought it was
thing. I bought
Dallas
this thing.
Diamond
I was supposed to be
Page.
going someplace. I didn't end up going. And then I was like, fuck, man, it's just been hanging in my closet. I was
Yeah.
like, fucking, I'll wear it on the
Nah, it's
podcast.
clean. I mean, I like the.
Yeah, I thought it was
Nah.
the Dallas Diamond Page.
And it is the same initials.
sir.
Hey, I'd wear that too, though.
Hell yeah.
That's a thought,
he is
man.
from Dallas.
Yeah, that's crazy. You just took me down to WCW.
Memory lane.
Hey, now we hit an hour and 30.
Nice. That was
Hey,
nice.
Hey,
Hey, no,
one more.
David, one more.
Well, I
Go
was
ahead.
gonna say, just to end this, what are your plans about retirement? Like, how long do you want to run it?
Man, I figure my youngest daughter's 11, so I'm in it.
Damn,
till-
so you want to leave it to your youngest daughter? No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, listen, it's funny, man. Like a few years ago,
That's scary.
she's up there in the daytime with me when she was out of school, like in summer. I had her, and she's up there while I'm doing some stuff in the office, and the beer guys come to deliver. And the guy comes in there to hand me the thing, the sign. She's like, hey, this is all going to be mine someday. Man, that guy looked at her like, what the fuck? And I looked at her too, like, what the fuck? Where did that come from? But I guess she was just letting him know what's up. So I'm sure out of, my 3 kids, I've got all girls. I don't know. Maybe one of them will get with somebody that the guy wants to do it or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Shit, they might be a bad motherfucker. They said, you got a stone cold face. They might grow up with it too, and they say, you know
Well,
what?
yeah, they might have your ass
Get
like
back to
how
work.
you are to people. They pick up on it and might.
No, but that's good, man. Glad you came on here. We appreciate you.
Yeah.
Man, I wasn't done. No, I'm kidding.
Hey, you can do the part 2.
Yeah.
It's all, listen, I
always welcome
appreciate
back.
you guys inviting me. I had a good time. in any of this kind of shit, I don't mind coming on here and talking to you.
Yeah, no, man, you're more welcome anytime. If you had a bad day, bad week, you're like, I need to get on that podcast. I need to talk some shit.
I saw y'all were hurting for gas when I saw Trey Mackey on here. I was like, man, let me just get on here and help him out.
Yeah, Trey Mackey.
You know Trey Mackey.
Oh, yeah.
So what'd you think?
That motherfucker started talking way different.
Oh, Trey's cool. I like Trey. Hey, listen, Trey blessed me on PPP loan, so I could never, ever say anything bad about Trey.
Yeah, Trey's a humble dude, man.
Nah, he is.
No bank in the United States would have given me that loan, and he got it. So
Get your show back. Nah, but hey.
all right, man, I'm gonna shut up. I'm sorry.
But no, seriously, you're more than welcome back anytime. You know what I'm saying? Just give me a holler. Or, you know, said, we want you to come back. We'll tell you part 2 is on the way already. So.
We said we picked your brain, so we're gonna know.
Hey man, y'all think of some stuff you want to talk about?
No, hey, we talked about you know, your life and everything. Our next episode, we're gonna talk about conspiracy theories.
Listen, man,
you come on top.
I didn't even tell y'all about the girl I was married to. And down in Dallas, and she killed a customer. And went to. She's sitting in prison right now. I mean,
part 2.
All
right, part 2, y'all. That's coming down. Y'all hear that? Y'all heard it first, guys.
Those stories.
Yeah. So no, seriously, y'all tune in next time, and we appreciate y'all all the live views and all the comments.
Fuck y'all.
Y'all continue to like, share, comment on our page on our YouTube. Look out for the new episodes coming out. So appreciate y'all tuning in.
I said thank y'all. This was the Ground and Prosper podcast. Say
Elevated vision, baby.